But I am pro trans people. I just don't think that a man who transitions into a woman should be allowed to compete in women's sports. That's all. We're going to talk about that on today's show. If you agree with me, great. Go ahead and share this around. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the show when it goes live. Thanks for watching. Oh, and I'm at Nays Garden on Twitter. If you guys would come by Twitter, check me out. I'm at Nays Garden on YouTube, Nays Garden on Twitter. Around, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the show when it goes live. Thanks for watching. Man, the high end is messed up on my audio, but I should be able to fix it over time. Okay, it looks like the notifications are going out. Wow, with the word pro-trans in it, I can't believe that. That's crazy. Yep. But notifications are going out.
Chili Dog.
Hey, Chili Dog.
Hey, Nay.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's turn the bass up there.
Tula Tetrold.
Hey, Tula.
Good morning.
Hello. Yeah, we're turning the bass up here. Get some good sound. I got hot tea with lemon and honey in it. And it is helping. I've been all over Twitter this morning, man. I saw a couple of you on there, so thank you for hanging out with me on Twitter. If I'm not live and you guys are looking for me, all you got to do is come over to Twitter. You'll probably find me tweeting. So let me know that you're watching me by liking the tweets and let's see if we can get this. Retweeting me and all that good stuff. Okay, great. Good morning to all of you. Now let's see if we can get that chat. The chat is gone. There we go. There's the chat. Okay, so we've got both the Rumble chat and the regular chat here. We're still in a buy. If you guys are looking to buy crypto, this is when you buy it, when it's low. I don't know if it's going to drop again. So hang out on that and we'll wait and we'll see. Right now we've got a falling wedge pattern which results usually in a spike upwards. So we'll see if that happens. You know, these wedges almost always resort in upwards movement, whether they're up or down. Morning. A wedge usually results in an upward drive, I'm noticing. Billy, hello. What's up, buddy? Good morning. So today we're going to talk briefly about trans women. Those are men who were originally men that transitioned into a woman. Really, and now Valentine. They want to compete in women's sports and win.
Done about good. But it's morning.
I'm just going to tell you, look, this is just doing this. I'm right, and anybody who disagrees with me is wrong. Trans women who were formerly men should not be allowed to compete with other real women. Real women, I'm going to use that term, fuck you. Okay? And we're talking about, in this specific case, you're not going to be allowed to compete with real women unless all of the real women that are competing against you agree. And you know what? They don't agree. They don't want to compete with you. So go start your own trans division. And then you can compete with other trans people. Okay? It's the only way this is going to be fair. It's the only thing that works. I don't care if you decided to change your gender and now you want to compete in sports. You want to compete in sports? You get to compete as a man. After you transition into a woman, you can go compete with the other men. That's fine. Because that's what you are physically. It's not worth getting upset over.
Bruce Jenner agrees.
I'm right, and anybody who disagrees with me is wrong. That's it. There's no arguing. There's no debate. That's how it is. And that's why you come to the show. Because you're going to turn into the show. You're going to be like, I totally agree with Nay. And, man, he's got a ball sack the size of Arkansas to fucking just lay that down there and say he's right and everybody else that disagrees with him is wrong. You goddamn right. Because I know I'm right. I know I'm right. You know, it's like, I know I have curly hair. It's curly. I know I'm right. You're wrong if you say it's straight. It's that I have brown eyes. Shit like that, facts. Not bad for sick, huh? I get you guys worked up a little bit? Nobody's going to disagree with me. They're not going to disagree with me because they know they're going to be wrong.
Tula tetrold. It's just physics.
Physics? Yeah, it's just common sense. Physics, common sense, however you want to call it. It's just basic reasoning. You still have the body of a man. Okay, what, are you going to go get into a fight with a woman now? Because you call yourself a woman?
Yeah,
because you chopped your dick off?
in the UFC, though.
Do what now?
Somebody in the UFC transitioned and was fighting women.
Yeah, I know. And that's fucking wrong. And Joe Rogan was totally against it. And I agree with Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
hey, man, I don't agree with Joe Rogan on a lot of things these days. But that thing, he's right on that. And when you see people from different sides, coming from different political spectrums, and he's a Ron DeSantis supporter.
Chili dog. Common sense genetics.
And right, common sense genetics, exactly. That's what Tula and I should have said. Common sense genetics. Well said, Chili Dog. If you are seeing someone like Joe Rogan and me who don't agree on everything anymore, agree on something, you should probably pay attention to that, the thing that we're agreeing on. Not choose a side. Don't be stupid. Use your common sense for everything in life. Common sense should dictate to you that someone calling themselves a woman with a man's body shouldn't be allowed to go into women's sports. That's why they have their own division, women's sports, so they can be competitive with people who are, it's like weight classes. You want to go, you're 130 pound dude. You want to go fight a 250 pound fighter? Well, that's the exact same thing that these women are doing. And if they want to do it, like if somebody wants to go fight someone like that, and they're a little guy and they think they can go take them, okay, fine, as long as you agree to it. But as soon as the first athlete says, no, you need to step out, period. And I'm okay if athletes want to do that. If the female athletes, they all agree, and it's got to be all of them. And if there's one dissenter, too bad, you can't play. But you should do that. Hey, let all the women that you have to compete against, let them vote. And if they want to go against a man with male genetics, with male muscles, with male bone frame and structure, and male strength and male speed and all of the things that males have over women, well, hey man, you are a competitor. You want to go up against that dude? You are a competitor. I'll give you credit for it. Go right ahead. You want to get into a fucking octagon with one of these monsters? Go right ahead. You're going to get, not only are you going to get knocked the fuck out, you're going to get beaten so bad, you won't be able to play the sport anymore. Is that what you want, women? Like Chili Dog says, common sense. And I'm surprised that people on Rumble aren't here because they would have totally agreed with me. All those Rumblers would have agreed with everything I just said. And it's for all the wrong reasons. I'm for the right
Both
reasons.
Physics and
I'm
common
just
sense.
out of fairness.
They chop their dicks off. They don't clip their Achilles.
Right.
And they don't remove half their quads nor biceps.
Right?
So go back to Studio 50 fuck.
Ah!
No hate though.
You're going to make me cough. That's hilarious. I am getting better. I can feel my strength coming back, which is good, man. I was freaking exhausted last night trying to go to sleep. I was too tired to sleep. Crazy. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm having issues right now. Let me just catch my wind, man. Okay, we're done talking about that. Let's move on to the next thing. That was a good one. It was really good content, man. And I challenge anybody. I challenge anybody to try to say anything different on that. I mean, I'm not interested in a debate. I just challenge you to fucking throw yourself out there so everyone can see what a fucking dumb cunt you really are. I challenge you. Expose yourself for the moron that you are. Oh, you're some kind of a fucking liberal some kind of a Democrat that's pro LGBTQ. So in order to, in your stupid little pea brain, you think that in order to be pro LGBTQ, you actually think that you also have to compete. You have to allow them to compete with other women when they were a man. You're an idiot. You're an indoctrinate, and I bet you believe Jesus Christ died for your sins too. I also bet you tell your children that Santa comes down the chimney every year and brings them presents. It's so easy to lie when you're raised on lies, isn't it? So easy. I'm sorry it's so bright. I'm going to turn that down. I know I look like an angel or a bronze god, but I don't need that. Okay, that's good. And the other camera, so many buttons they added. There's some re-engineered cunt over there at fucking XSplit added more steps to go through to get to these windows. It used to be you click on one thing and everything popped up. Oh, no. Some re-engineered cunt over there at Restream decided, not Restream, over there at XSplit decided, I'm going to fucking re-engineer this software so people have to bring up 4 different windows now to do the same thing that used to only be all in one window. Wow, that's your contribution? You fucking re-engineer, that's your contribution? Re-engineer, really? Fucking re-engineer. Yeah, it needs to be said like that.
Chili dog. Refuck.
Shout out to Salty
Stephen
Cracker.
Running. Good morning.
I came up with re-engineer before I'd even heard of fucking Salty Cracker. Isn't that funny? He'd love that shit. If he saw me doing the re-engineer thing, he'd be like, dude, that dude's on it. I doubt him and I would agree on anything,
Tom
though.
Langrish.
You know?
Hey, Nay. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling like shit, Tom. How are you, buddy? Welcome back to the show. I feel horrible, man. It's like I feel like there's like this film on me. I took a bath and a shower, you know, and it's still, I just feel icky, you know, scratchy throat. At least I'm able to breathe now. You know, I can get a full lung full of air now, which feels good. That's progress. So I'm thinking by tomorrow I'm going to be much better. But I guarantee you this, smoking this cannabis right now is not going to help my condition. But I just want to get high. So, you know, my coughing is going to come back, and I'm going to get congested, and it's going to hurt. And I don't care, because I'm going to be all la-di-da-di-da-di-da. I'm fucking high. I don't care, because I'm fucking high. I know what you're thinking. You're like, Nay, just eat an edible. No, I don't like the way they make me feel. I don't like them. I don't like edibles. I'm anti-edible, if you will. I'm pro the bong. Just like I am pro LGBTQ, but I'm anti a trans woman that used to be a man competing with other women without their consent, knowledge, and full, signing on to this fucking event, whatever it's going to be. You need to know you're getting involved with somebody who was
Billy
a fucking
Valentine.
Man weeks, months, years ago.
Re-engineered coffee.
Their muscle structure is still
You can
there.
put 2 drops of black food coloring in your friend's coffee undetectable and enjoy his purple teeth for the rest of the day.
You're so funny. You're like Pee Wee Herman, bro. You're like Pee Wee Herman. So, fruit or spearmint? Ooh, fruit. It's a good scene. Wow. Okay, so we need to move on past the trans thing. Biden says he awarded Uncle a Purple Heart, but his uncle was dead for 10 years before he claimed he did it. How weird is that, huh? Our president is losing his fucking mind. He made up this whole story. It's like he had a dream, thought it was reality, went in public, and then told people that. Francis's dad was a bitch. Francis. Oh, Francis. President Joe Biden appeared to make a major gaffe Friday when he claimed that after being elected vice president in 2008, he awarded his uncle Frank Biden a Purple Heart.
At Nay's Garden, give me your take on Jackson Hinkle's evolution into whatever this is.
I will. I would love to. Nikki, thank you for asking. Thank you for coming to the show, too. His uncle died 10 years prior to him making that claim. So that's dementia. He's demented. He's not making any sense. He's saying things that aren't true because he doesn't know what the truth is anymore. This is the man that's going to lead us into the next 4 years? Really? I do not have a good feeling about that at all. I am petrified. So, Putin's going to see that. You know, all of our enemies are going to see that shit. They're going to be like, man, Biden is fucking losing it. I'm just going to try to fucking, hey man, you mind if we do a deal, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we talked about it. We already talked about this deal fucking last week. You don't remember? Oh yeah, man, just sign this. Biden's like, okay. He doesn't know. He fucking doesn't even know what day it is. He's probably showing up at the White House today thinking it's a fucking Tuesday. I don't know what to say. We're in a lot of trouble, man. And Ron DeSantis is not the answer.
Billy Valentine. I think we could elect a gorilla and nothing would change.
I'm going to tell you what happened to Jackson Hinkle. Now, Savage Joy Marie Mann, she saw Jackson Hinkle for what he was a year ago. And she told me about it. And I always kept it in the back of my head, but I didn't agree with her on every point that she was making because I didn't see it with my own eyes.
Stephen Running.
You know?
Go for a bike ride, Joe.
Before we even do this Jackson Hinkle thing, disclaimer, Savage Joy Marie Mann was way ahead of me on that curve. So I'm going to give her full credit for seeing Jackson Hinkle for what he is. Okay? Now I'm going to tell you why and how Jackson Hinkle seemed to turn around and become what he is. It's very simple. You might find this shocking, but he has a young, impressionable mind. He's 22 years old, okay? No offense to people that are 22, but as we can see demonstrated by what Jackson Hinkle did, it's obviously playing a factor in his politics. And the reason why is because he used to be a left-winger, bro. Jackson Hinkle, when I started watching him, he was an independent, he leaned left, and him and I agreed on everything. I really appreciated his reporting. Then a couple times I tuned into his show on Twitch, and I saw a whole other side of Jackson I'd never seen before, and I gotta say, I didn't like it. I didn't like who I was seeing. So I kind of backed away a little bit, you know, because I as a person, he just struck me as, well, he's young, and he acts young. You know, and the way he was disrespecting women, I didn't like it. You know, it's very disrespectful of women. He's like God's gift type thing. But how did he get to where he is today? Well, I'll tell you how. The first step
Billy Valentine.
that I could see.
Literally, his brain is still growing. He's not even sure if he's straight.
I know.
How could he be sure about politics?
I know, right?
Chili dog. Hinkle is another Shapiro, a Carlson.
He's definitely become that, but there was a path that he took to get there. And the way he went was, he got on to Jimmy Dore's show.
Nikitschka.
You think he's gay?
I think he is gay.
I think he might be gay, and whether he's gay or not doesn't change any aspect of this
Nikitschka.
Conversation to me. He can be
And
gay,
acting
he can
like
not
the
be gay, it doesn't
ex-slur
matter.
At this point.
You know?
Chili dog. Hez too young to be as cocky as he is.
He's too young to be as cocky as he is. Bro, he's 22 years old and he already got a spot on Tucker Carlson. He's been guest hosting on fucking Jimmy Dore's show. Dude, you don't think that's going to make you cocky? He was on Fox News, bro. He's 22 years old. Yeah, I think he has every reason to be cocky. You know, we're making him cocky because we're putting him up on these pedestals. I think he has every reason to be cocky, and he is cocky. But aside from that, how did he get to where he is and why?
Nikitschka. Dore has got to drop him now, lol.
No, Dore's not going to drop him.
Billy Valentine.
Dore is sexually attracted to
Gay
Jackson Hinkle.
matters to Republicans. His demographic.
Jackson Hinkle fills Jimmy Dore's image of the perfect man as a sex partner for him. He's gone public with it. Jimmy Dore has. He likes some male actors. He finds himself sexually attracted to them. He describes them as fair-skinned, great hair, blue-eyed young men, and he's attracted to them. And fucking Jackson Hinkle fits all the requirements. Now, I'm not saying Jackson is on Jimmy's show because Jimmy's sexually attracted to Jackson. I'm not. I'm not here to shame either of them.
Billy Ballantyne. Ha 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 he.
I'm just here to tell you that there's definitely some kind of a sexual tension coming from Jimmy Dore towards certain males. It's obvious. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. You know, if he's bisexual, I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. I'm sure Steph knows. And that's fine. I'm not even curious about his sexuality. I couldn't give a fuck. But I am going to say this. This is how it played in, okay? I believe, in my heart, I believe that Jimmy Dore picked up Jackson Hinkle because he liked what Jackson was saying on his podcast. Period. I think he respected him as a podcaster. He respected his opinion. And that's why he grabbed him and said, we've lost Ron Placone and I need someone to fill the space. You know, I lost Graham Elwood. I need someone to fill the space. He got Jackson Hinkle in there. And then anytime Jimmy would make a right-wing talking point, Jackson would just chime in and agree. And it became this constant barrage of slowly indoctrinating Jackson over to where Jimmy is politically. Jimmy's not a right-winger fully, but he certainly supports a lot of right-wing policies. And what ended up happening was Jackson fell past that. He went way past that point. He surpassed the right. So if this is the center and this is where Jimmy is on the right, then Jackson Hinkle has gone a little bit further than Jimmy. Why? Well, he got on Tucker Carlson's show. What did that do to Jackson? It gave him a taste of stardom. It gave him a taste of having millions of people watching him all at the same time. And then he looked at Tucker Carlson and he said, well, what's Tucker doing that got him there, that got him that position? And what do I need to do in order to get Tucker's position eventually when it comes up? He's angling for that position, I guarantee it. He just started doing Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson started doing Sean Hannity. Sean Hannity started doing Bill O'Reilly. You know, and there's a few other dumbasses, I can't remember their names, that were in that too. They were all just imitating each other, right? Jackson isn't interested in, he tried to run.
Really
he tried to do
Valentine.
what he thought was right.
I bet Jimmy slings $100 bills at young men behind the Circle K.
We're going to get into Andrew
What's
Tate.
your name, boy?
Wait, don't push me ahead.
Cinnamon.
We're
Call
still
me
back.
Walter or Mr.
We'll
White.
get to Andrew Tate.
Nikichka. He is worshipping guys like Andrew Tate now too.
Emulating them, right? But we're going to get into that.
Stephen Running. Rush Limbaugh. Nikichka. Sorry, my bad.
No, that's okay. This is your conversation. You're the one who brought it up, Nikki. So, when Jackson went on Tucker Carlson, that's the moment that he decided he was going to be Tucker Carlson. And I saw it instantly. I saw it on his show. I saw he put a skyline background behind him like every other news program, like a Tucker Carlson, right? He started wearing a blazer. He started wearing shirts and a blazer. He made sure his hair was right, and he started doing much more professionally oriented podcasts. It was day and night. He's marketing himself. Now what I was going to say was, when Jackson ran for public office, he did what he thought was right. He was 19, 20, 21, however old he was. He ran for public office.
Chili Dog. A taste of syndication. Billy Ballantyne. Well, that's why he dyes his hair. Trying to emulate young, famous dingbats. He sees himself at 30 years old.
As 30 years old. Yeah, I know, right? No, it's whatever's going on with Jimmy.
Nikichka. He ran twice applied.
Thanks. Okay, so Jackson ran for political office because Jackson wanted to actually help. He had all of these independent ideas. He wanted to see people get Medicare for all. That's why I supported him. He wanted to raise minimum wage and do all the things that Bernie Sanders was talking about doing. And he went and he ran and he lost. What did that do to him? Fucking took him down a notch, man. And you know what else it did to him? It made him hate people. And I know what that feels like, okay? I know what it feels like. I feel like I've been betrayed by my own audience, even though I know you guys, you haven't betrayed me. I know that. You're here. There's a bunch of you here, and I appreciate that. But there were dark, dark days, there still are, when I go live and nobody shows up, or I tell you about this awesome tweet that I put up and nobody will retweet it. And then I get angry. And I get angry at my audience. And I get angry at other people. And then I want to take it out on you. You know, and then, when, you know, the way Jackson Hinkle does it, he's going to take it out on everybody. Because he's in the exact same position I was in. Except he got much further. He reached a lot more people. In fact, he's still successful, right? But there's still that greed, and he's got it. He's greedy, and he wants more and more and more, and he's working towards it, and he's no longer working towards helping you. The only thing Jackson Hinkle is working towards now is helping himself, the only way he thinks he can do it. And that's too bad. And that's why I'm not like him. And that's why I keep saying the things that I say, and I don't say the things that I think you want to hear. Jackson Hinkle is saying the things he thinks millions of adorning fans want to hear. So, what are those things? Well, this is where we get into Andrew Tate. Because what does Andrew Tate do? He does exactly what Jordan Peterson does. He appeals to men who feel less than for whatever reason. You know, maybe, women treated you poorly. Maybe you weren't successful at business. Maybe you weren't successful at sports. Maybe you don't feel good about your appearance. And then you got someone like Andrew Tate telling you, hey, man, you can make changes. You got someone like Jordan Peterson telling you, you can make changes. How many millions of guys want to change who they are and what they're about? There is a goddamn business around that. You see the Keeps, you see the Roman, right? You see all these new things that they're shipping guys. They get to keep their hair. They get a stronger dick, all this shit, right? They're shipping shit out. Jackson is capitalizing on that movement of men who feel like they're less than a man. He sees the market, and let me tell you something, Jordan Peterson and Andrew Tate have proven that the market exists. And he's just going to move in and start siphoning off their people. You know, Jordan Peterson can't live forever. He's a sick dude. And Jackson Hinkle sees that. You know, he's probably thinking that that Logan Paul's gonna beat Andrew Tate to death too. He's gonna try to take that. And you know, I don't see any problems with Tucker Carlson. But I guarantee you, if Fox News called today,
Nikitschka.
you would see Tucker,
But
you
it
would
isn't
see
working
Jackson
for
on there
Jackson,
tomorrow.
Because you can tell it's fake. Nikitschka. LOL.
It is working for him, Nikki. I disagree. When I see all the people that are still following him on Twitter, when he's been blocked and banned and all this shit, and he still gets thousands of people following him around, and I read through the tweets, and a lot of them are supportive, but I am finding more people that are choosing to take our point of view, yours and mine. We see him for exactly what he is. And he could change. He could change. He's young. And there's still time. But the problem is he doesn't see himself for what he is. He's a sellout. And boy, oh boy, in this business, that is the last fucking thing you want to be unless you are ready to sacrifice everything that was ever meaningful to you. And I think that's where Jackson is. I think he's reached the end of his rope. I'm just guessing here. But I think he's desperate. You know, he's acting desperate. I think you're acting desperate when you go and you sidle up alongside someone like Andrew Tate. You're fucking desperate. You know, the only thing Andrew Tate has to offer anybody, in my opinion, is he has a lot of followers on social media because people are idiots. That attracts Jackson, and he will always have that huge following. He's always going to have his support, his base, and he's going to be able to do just about anything he wants to do. Jackson is going to be able to achieve just about anything he wants to achieve if he puts his mind to it. It's just too bad he's on the dark side, bro. He's on the dark side of politics. You know, he's calling somebody gay, calling someone a retard, saying that women drink like their fathers and can't cook like their mothers. I mean, the guy is just flipped his shit. I mean, you're 22 years old and you're dating, you know, I'm assuming 22-year-old women. This is what you're going to get, Jackson. Wait till you get a little older. You'll find some more mature women out there that are serious. You know, you're not going to find it in a 22-year-old. So, you know.
Billy Ballantyne.
Or maybe he just needs a
That
good
makes
man,
sense.
you know.
Beta males are a huge demographic in this country. Hair loss drugs, belly fat busters, or super male vitality.
Alex Jones,
perhaps.
right?
Everyone from Joe Organ down to Timmy Hawk capitalizes on them.
Yep. Yep. You poor, poor men. Poor, poor men. You got it so tough. Here, I'm going to take your hand and I'm going to teach you how to be a real man. Don't let those women beat you down. Who needs them? I'm going to teach you how to womanize. You're going to have a different woman every week. That's what Jackson wants, obviously. You know? But in time, man, it'll be interesting to see if I'm still around as he grows older, if he makes any changes, because he's a smart guy. And I think he's that smart that he's literally conscious of what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He ignores people like me. He won't respond to me. And he still follows me on Twitter. So I think he's curious to see what the counter narrative is, but he doesn't want to feed into it because as soon as he does, he knows I'm going to take him down. He can't interact with me ever again. I will call him on his bullshit. I got laser beam eyes and he knows it. You know? It's interesting that he still chooses to follow me on Twitter. I don't know what that's about. I mean, Jimmy Dore blocked me. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, Jimmy Dore is only 2/3 as bad as Jackson. Jackson, like I said, Jackson's gone past where Jimmy is politically. It's interesting. Okay, that's enough shit talking about other people. Let's talk about something else. What else is going on in the world? What else you want to talk about, Nikki? That was a good one. What else you got? What have you been talking about on your show? I told this woman, Isha K, she's got 29,000 followers on Twitter. I said, "Oh, young Tucker will learn," and she liked my tweet. Colin Jackson, young Tucker.
Nikichka. What about the two ladies who got arrested for trying to trap stray cats?
I don't know about that. Was that on CNN? I saw something about two women getting arrested. I didn't know what that was.
Nikichka. I will link it.
Okay.
Nikichka. Hang on.
Okay.
Billy Ballantyne. The funny thing is he's too young to know womanizing catches up to you. Bill Cosby, Weinstein, Epstein, all the Steins. Woody Allen, R. Kelly. Anne in 10 years. Hinkle. Nikichka.
This tweet is from an account you blocked, View. Huh. Okay, so these two women were trapping stray cats.
Nikichka. Oh, hang on.
These two women were trapping stray cats. They're taking them to the shelter because they've got a massive stray cat problem.
Nikichka.
What's that?
Try this.
Oh, no. I got it. It was an account I blocked. I just clicked on it. Thanks, Nikki. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. So these police arrested these women.
Delta Victor 577.
Nikichka. No problem.
Not here.
These old ladies.
Here, right?
They're old
Well,
ladies.
Then we've been trying to trap them, and we get them neutered, and then
Let them-
get them homeless.
Okay.
So we're trying to do the city.
They're doing a wonderful thing.
Well, the city
Nikichka.
has asked you multiple times.
Show the video.
Yes, ma'am. Not to do this.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and they have trespassed you.
Nikichka.
Okay, and now you're trespassing.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm
Okay.
sitting in my car. I'm not.
Well,
I
well,
haven't
you're on the
touched-
ma'am, you're on the property. You've got cat food. Okay, it's pretty. I mean, all in the back seat. It's pretty clear what your intent is. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. So, because you've been trespassed and you have returned yet again, we're gonna have to take you to jail. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
No.
No.
You can go too.
I'm just.
No.
So I'm not allowed to talk.
No, that doesn't involve you. You've been told at least 25 minutes ago that you were trespassing here.
I will call a lawyer, all right?
Yes, ma'am. That's fine. You can call a lawyer as soon as you get to the jail. Okay.
As soon as I
Go ahead and
get
get
to
in your car.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead and get in your car. Go ahead and get in your car. Ma'am, go to your car before you get arrested.
I guess you wanted to.
No, I just wanted to say
Okay,
something.
get in your car.
Go ahead and get in your car.
Get in your car.
Nikichka. Video volume
All right, Miss Rose,
UJP.
I'm gonna have to get you to step out, okay?
I'd be trespassing if I did.
Well, ma'am, you're already trespassing.
Shit. You all are unbelievable.
There you go.
This is what you're wasting city gas
There
on.
you go. See, it's not just black people getting harassed by the pigs.
Chili dog. What morons?
It's everyone. So next time you hear Black Lives Matter, understand they're trying to protect white people too with that movement, okay? And if any of you guys are like anti-Black Lives Matter, this is the kind of shit that we would be looking at if you guys would just shut the fuck up and let us try to change the world and make it better. I'm so sick of you idiots. You fucking racists. Oh, I don't like the word. Oh, I don't like the word. Okay, well, let's watch these old ladies get arrested.
Listen to me.
Because you didn't like the name Black Lives Matter. So let's watch cops brutalize and arrest and treat people like fucking human garbage.
Hey, it's gonna get ugly if you don't stop.
Oh!
Can I please say one thing?
Okay.
Nikichka.
Can I say this?
It gets bad.
Dude, she just assaulted that police officer. Oh my God, that's beyond fucking resisting arrest, bro. She just assaulted that pig, and it's on video. Damn, assault and battery on a pig? That's a big deal.
Get out.
She goes,
Help him.
I got hurt real bad. Can I get my car off
No,
the
ma'am.
road?
You just those kids.
cat feeding banditos.
Not getting you anything. Ma'am, stop. Come on now. You're 84-year-old. You are way too old to be acting like this. Come on.
Chili
now.
dog.
84 years old, he's manhandling her.
I want my purse. I want my purse, my identification. You can't take me without my purse. You understand? You cannot take me without my purse.
Go ahead and step in for me. Go ahead and step in. Come on.
Close my car door,
Ma'am,
please.
we're going to get all your stuff. Just step in for me.
Well, I can't without, I'm
Chili dog.
85 years old.
Yes, ma'am. I had every
Granny got a
intention
rap
of
sheet
putting those
now.
handcuffs in the front for you until you started acting like that.
Why didn't they handcuff her in the front? My God, she's 84 years old, man.
Come on, step back out real quick.
Uh,
I'm going to put you in the lower car so you can get in better.
Criminal trespass. Guilty.
Nikichka. Because you started acting like this.
jeez.
10 days in jail? Wow. Wow, dude, my stomach hurts after watching that. It just gave me acid reflux watching that. Seriously, it just, the bile rises, you know?
Yep. Actually, I was saying the
Nikichka.
same thing. I couldn't even watch this. But
They are appealing. They have a GoFundMe. Nikichka. They are gonna sue them.
Look, this is what's up about that, okay? They were there before and they knew they weren't supposed to be there. The police officer said, we told you not to come
Chili
back
dog.
here, and you came back.
That's crazy.
Those women did deserve to be arrested for trespassing. They absolutely did. But the way they arrested them was incorrect.
Billy Ballantyne.
They're breaking the law, man, you know?
If he puts her in the front, she could possibly put him in a full Nelson and crush his skull. You know, like all frail grammars would do.
They didn't even have to handcuff her. They could have just put her in the car.
Nikichka. They were on city property.
I don't know about that. I don't know about they were told they weren't supposed to be doing that they were in violation. I don't know. Maybe they weren't breaking any laws. But how did they get convicted?
Nikichka. Not private property.
Well, it said they were convicted of criminal trespass, so I don't know. Maybe it was because of what they were doing. I don't know enough about the thing to really...
Nikichka.
Oh, yeah?
There is another video with more parts there.
I mean, there's all kinds of things wrong with that. She hit the police officer, and they did cop an attitude with the police. The police always escalate, and these women know that. They've seen plenty of shit on the news. They think that because they're not black, they're going to get away with it because they're white. They got their white privilege. So they try to talk shit to the cops, try to act like they're badass. Look, I've seen old ladies play people, okay? I've seen it. They can do it too. An old lady can act just like anybody else can. Oh, I'm too old. Oh, my arms are hurting. Oh, I can't get in. Oh, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, and you feel bad for them. And you don't know if they're being honest or not. But there's some play acting going on, okay? Definitely. These police, by escalating, they don't know how to do their fucking jobs. You know, they were rude with those women. The women were rude back. But they didn't have to be so demanding, and they just didn't have to treat them like that. And they could have said, look, we're going to have to arrest you because we told you the last time you were here that we were going to arrest you.
Josh _
Hey, Josh.
_ 17. Morning. Coming to YouTube.
I mean, I think they were doing a good thing. They were trapping cats.
Nikichka. You didn't watch it from the start. The second lady just came there because of her friend.
Oh.
Billy Bong
How are you?
Thornton.
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good.
Hello.
It's just such a long video. I just...
Cats.
The second lady didn't
Alright, we got
even
a
step
call
out of her car
That somebody was out here.
Nikichka.
taking the cats and stuff like
until
that,
they
so-
came to arrest her.
Trap 'em.
Okay. You have your driver's license with you, man? Where do you take them once you trap them?
Okay, wait a minute. I got 3. Y'all have 3 cop cars because I'm feeding cats.
No, we always
Wow.
do this. It's
That's
fine.
unbelievable.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, give me just a second, Miss Officer.
Set up feeding traps, catch
Nikichka.
cats, have them spayed, neutered, and find...
This is the first lady.
Why don't you come up here and learn how to do this?
Look,
Yes, sir.
I just don't understand why they just can't get a license. If this is what they
Billy
want to
Bong
do,
Thornton.
to get a license from the
What is
state
this
or the
people
town or the
doing
city...
harassing the innocent?
Well, they're not completely innocent, Billy Bong. They're not completely innocent. Now, look, you can't conduct your own, trapping on city property. You're not allowed to do that. They've got city trappers for that. They've got the dog pound for that. There's a reason. It's because people get hurt. You could get rabies. Somebody could get killed. You don't know what you're fucking doing. You're not a professional. There's all kinds of reasons for licensing, and I totally understand that.
Josh G. Oh, are these some sort of animal activist?
Yes, they're animal activists. They're
just
doing
came
a
in
good
apologies.
deed. They're taking their own time and their own money, and they're trying to help these cats. It's a beautiful thing that they're doing. But, we've got rules in our society that we have to follow. And yeah, these police could totally have looked the other way and just let them do it. Here's the problem. People are complaining, people are calling, and if you don't do something about it, your police department's going to get in trouble. You got to go enforce the laws. I don't know what laws they were breaking. Maybe they were trespassing because of
Billy
what they were doing
Valentine.
on that property.
Those
know?
cops are bored as fuck and need retraining. But Billy Bong, you need a license to perform animal control. Those ladies could get toxoplasmosis and sue the chamber for it.
Toxoplasmosis. I don't even know what that is. But I do know this. There's definitely all kinds of things wrong with this. It's interesting to look at, and I see wrong on both sides, of course with the police. And the women were wrong too in certain ways. I mean, she hit the police officer. They don't allow that shit. I don't care how old you are. You can't hit a cop. She knew that. She did it because she thought she had white privilege. And that's something that I don't think Nikki's looking at here. Both of those women thought they had white privilege. Neither of them thought they were going to be arrested, and they thought they could just, tell the police off and that the police would leave them alone. They had an attitude toward those police, and the police did not like it. And they were idiots to not see that they were pissing those two guys
Sean,
off.
a.k.a.
You know?
Trendiorca. Good morning, Nay.
Watch the whole
Nikichka.
video?
Please watch the whole video.
God,
Nikichka. Could they at least give them a ticket?
I don't know.
Nikichka.
I don't know.
Instead,
You know, a fine? Yeah, they should have. You know, going to jail is a big deal. And if you're not endangering
Billy
the
Bob
public,
Thornton.
we shouldn't be using
buffering,
jail for people who aren't
Billy Bob
public
Thornton.
threats.
Buffering,
You know, if you're not threatening to hurt yourself or other people, we shouldn't be using a jail for you. There's other punishments, but you should not be arrested and put in jail. It's silly. You know, those women, you know, look, you've got to play by society's rules at the same time. So you don't want to give these police an opportunity to come use their fucking authority on you. And those women, they did. They were told not to go there, and they went there anyway, you know, because of their own personal beliefs and feelings, and they wanted to show those police that they felt that what they were doing was more important than what the laws of the society deemed, and it's the police's job to enforce the laws, man. You know, those women could have made those cops' lives a lot easier. Maybe if they had said, right, we shouldn't be here, we're going to just go ahead and leave. Maybe none of that would have happened.
anyone else buffering.
Billy Bong's a fucking disaster, man. Alright, okay, Nikki really wants me to watch the whole video.
Don't come back. Okay. You're formally trespassed from this area right here, so if
Billy
it's okay,
Valentine.
we'll catch you out here, you go to jail.
Toxoplasmosis, a parasite from cats, or cat scratch disease. Roundworms, toxoplasmosis,
City property.
rabies,
Yes, ma'am.
and they would indeed sue.
Yeah, and the city does not
They
want
may be
anybody
sweet,
feeding
but
the
they're
animals
still
around here
Americans.
because they're becoming a nuisance.
Ignorant and sue happy.
I'm trying to help that nuisance
Chili
by
dog.
catching them. I mean,
Okay.
you should,
Here,
they should
Billy.
be thanking me. I've got a track
Nikitchka.
set right there trying to help catch them and get them
Thank
out
you.
of here.
We have an animal control officer that's certified for that.
I know that, and Terrence knows that I try to help him catch them.
Okay. We're telling you no.
Okay, the trespass stands. Just don't be around here trapping them anymore, okay? All right, you have a good one.
Sean, aka Trendy Orca. Never a good idea to purposely piss off cops.
What are we doing?
For 939. Could you 10-9 or 1028?
Delta Victor 57701. Well, man, we told you to leave this area. Well,
1028 returns to Beverly
Either way
Robert.
now. We're teetering on going to jail.
2006 Camry gray in color. Current 29 is negative.
I'm teetering on going to jail for feeding cats.
well, for trespassing, we told you to leave and you haven't left. I could take you to jail now. I'm not trying to do that. Ma'am, do you have your driver's license with you?
Yeah.
He said he's not trying to take her to jail. Huh.
I mean, we're trying to do a good
Thank you,
thing.
ma'am.
I don't.
I like the statements. These two ladies were voluntarily helping out their community. I like the narrative. It's so funny. A video with narrative included. There was no law against feeding the cats.
You want to handle her? And she's still not leaving. If you want to take her to jail too.
Did you hear that? She's still not leaving.
All right, Mr. Roberts. Okay.
So
Apparently, they've had an issue with you out
Josh
here before
G.
with cats.
I can't imagine
they
willingly
literally
becoming
told
a
them
cop,
to leave and the women wouldn't leave.
enforcing BS and risking your life and others. Paychecks are ass cheeks too. No wonder so much police brutality
I hate
exists.
having to defend
Caused
pigs.
all the dodos signing up to be. Josh G. Cops must have sub 100 IQ.
They do. That's true. I really, you know, I hate to defend a
Nikitchka.
pig.
This lady doesn't even get out of her R.
He said they're still not leaving. That's what the police officer just said. I guess the police told them to leave, and they are refusing to leave. Which part of that didn't you see, Nikki? I'm kind of wondering because, you know, when police issue a command, you got to follow it. You're in violation when you ignore the directive of a police officer.
Well, No.
The 1428 returns to Beverly
You need to leave
Harbor,
now.
the
We're teetering on going to jail.
2006 Toyota Camry gray in
He
color.
said you need to leave now or you're going to go to jail. I heard him say that to her. He just said that to her. Did you guys? I'll play it again so you can hear it. It's really not fair for the police because they told these women to leave and they decided not to.
We're teetering on
Nikitschka.
going to jail.
Toyota Camry gray in
The
color.
standing lady.
29 negative.
I'm teetering on going to jail for
Nikitschka.
Well, for trespassing, we told you to leave.
Yes,
and
he
you
said
didn't
that to the standing lady.
We told you to leave and you decided not to, he said. We were trespassing. Right. Right. Okay.
I could take you to jail now. I'm not trying to do that. Ma'am, do you have your driver's license with you?
He warned her.
Billy
I could take you to
Valentine.
jail. Get in your car and leave.
Oh shit.
Thank you, ma'am.
I see now. The property owner had a stray cat problem, and those dipshits were trespassing and feeding the pests. Yeah, those idiots were breaking the law big time and passively resisting. Nikitschka. Trespassing on city property.
I don't know city property or private property. It's not trespassing if it's city property, but one thing's for sure is you can't be setting out
Big Mac
traps
83.
and trapping cats
Entitled Aristocrants.
on city property. You know, you got to do it on your own property, and if you want to do that, there's ways you can have it done.
Nikitschka.
They said it's city
They
property?
even said it's city property.
Okay. But
Josh G.
don't you feel like
Nikki doesn't matter if she didn't get out the car. They are not saying she's provoking the police. She's just refusing to leave the
her
area.
car is parked in somewhere where it's not supposed to be? I mean, that's trespassing, even if it is city property. Her car is there because she's doing something subversive for the police. I mean, as far as the police are concerned, she's feeding the cats. But they're trapping the cats. That's not feeding the cats. But at the same time, it doesn't matter. It would be so easy for these two women to go to the city and get a permit to do this. You know, your white privilege it's seething out your pores.
Negative to nothing.
It's crazy, but this is totally white privilege, man. These women thought they were privileged to break the law. They're not. And let me tell you something else. I wonder how many times these two old ladies have called the cops on other people. Because
Big Mac
they both strike
83.
me as the types that would do it.
When you don't listen, it aggravates the popo. They have a power trip.
Yeah.
Billy Bong
Yeah.
Thornton.
Listen.
Crazy cat lady at its finest.
Well, we're getting all kinds of
You wanna handle
perspectives here, Nikki.
her? And she's still not leaving. If you want to take her to jail,
Josh
Did you hear that?
go for it.
Yeah,
She's
for all
still
we know,
not
she could be
leaving. If you
extorting
want to
the
take her to
felines in
jail,
some
go
way.
for it.
Massively
told them to
unlikely,
leave.
but the police sure don't know. I'm certain they don't follow these old ladies' social media, lol. Billy Ballantyne. So it's obviously private property. In America, there are no trespassing charges for being on public property. The story is being skewed here.
Yes, I
The
think
whole
so.
video is bullshit.
Nikki, you're being lied to by the stupid fucking narrative that's playing at the bottom of the video. You should watch the video and not read the narrative because I'm ignoring what they're saying. I don't read someone else's narrative. I just look at the evidence. If you're reading what's being printed on that screen, like Billy said, you have no idea what these people are trying to put in your brain. They're trying to plant seeds, they're trying to say this, and you don't know if those comments are true. All you can see, though, the truth, is what these police officers and these ladies are saying on this video.
Billy Bong Thornton. Should have just left. I'm no dum-dum, but they had several chances to leave. Nikitschka. You didn't listen to the cops admit it's public property.
Well, Billy's got
Nikitschka.
some other information. I mean, the
Lol.
cops could have been wrong about it.
Nikitschka. I heard the cops say that.
I don't know.
All right, Mr. Roberts. Okay. Apparently, they've had an issue with you out here before with the cats.
They've had.
Not here.
Feeding the cats out here, right?
Well, I feed them. We've been trying to trap them, and we get them neutered, and then get them homeless.
Okay.
So we're trying to do the city a favor.
Okay. Well, the city has asked you multiple times,
The city?
yes, ma'am, not to do this.
She's playing
Okay,
dumb.
they
Billy Bong
trespassed you.
Thornton.
Okay, and now you're trespassing.
So,
Cops said
he
it was
said-
city property.
The city has asked you multiple times not to do this, and she goes, the city? Like she has no idea what he's talking about. She's playing dumb.
I'm sitting in my car.
And he doesn't appreciate it.
Well, you're on the.
He's smarter than we're all
you're
giving him
on the
credit for.
property. You've got cat food. Okay, it's pretty. I mean, all in the back seat. It's pretty. It's pretty clear what your
Josh
intent
G.
is. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
LOL, she took
because
an
you've been
arrest over a
trespassed-
cat that's not even hers. Poor old woman is more delusional than we all thought.
They really thought they were standing up for their own rights here. These two women thought they were going to just stand up to the man and make a statement. And all I see is them just making a horrible mistake. They're trying to do something nice, I believe. That's good. What you need to do when you do that is you need to go to the city and you need to get a permit. You might have to get a trapping license. It's going to cost some money, but that's how things are done in the United States. They know it. They've been told it, and they keep coming back to that spot and doing what they're doing, and they're not getting permission to do it. They're breaking the law. And these police, all they had to do was RICO these women. You know,
Vic
people didn't like them trapping the cats. People didn't like them being there trespassing or whatever. And he's like, okay, we're not going to get you on the cat thing. We're going to get you on the trespassing
Billy
thing.
Bob
And you assaulted a
Thornton.
police officer. That's no good.
She's just sitting there looking around all stupid like. Just leave crazy cat lady.
She's playing dumb, and it's, in my opinion, it's intentional. She's playing dumb.
And you've ever turned yet again. We're gonna have to take you to jail. Okay.
Jesus Christ. No.
Oh, she says no.
Nikichka, did she assault the police office or the air?
Take you to jail. Okay.
Jesus
Josh
Christ.
G.
No.
Oh, this is a fun show.
Look,
Everyone is playing ball.
I'm not 100% positive what I saw, Nikki, but I'm going to say this. She hit the police officer. That's what I saw. Now, I only watched it one time. I could be wrong. But it looked like to me she hit him on his hand. I could be wrong.
You can go too.
But even if you swing, even if you take a swing at a cop, that's still assault. It's still a charge. You're assaulting a police officer. And they're resisting arrest. There's all kinds of charges here.
No, that doesn't involve you.
Vigmuk 83. I believe justice was served in this instance. The 10 days serves her right prude.
They should have charged them with catnapping. That's a much heavier charge. It serves a much longer sentence.
Nikichka,
You guess you're a crazy cat lady?
I guess I'm a crazy cat lady.
We all love cats, Nikki. We all love cats. And I love that these women are doing what they're doing. More people should do what they're doing. But you can't treat police officers like they're doing, and you can't act like you've got some kind of special privileges and rights that other people don't have. And both of these women are guilty of being ignorant towards the laws, being ignorant towards these police officers and playing dumb. And if I was a judge watching this, I'd give them the maximum sentence. I'd give both of these women the maximum sentence. I'm like, these police officers could have been out saving somebody's life, but instead they're having to dick around with you for 20 minutes because you were running them around and making them fucking jump through your stupid little old lady hoops. If I was that judge and I watched the video, those women would be in a lot of trouble. Maximum sentence. I'd get them on everything. I'd make them fucking pay. And the reason why is because they were warned, they were told, they chose to do it again and again.
3 cop cars.
Hey man, you never know, they could be packing heat.
Billy Valentine.
One of them old ladies could be packing some heat, bro.
It's
You never
clear
know.
as day here.
This is America.
These women feed cats on someone else's property so much that the owner finally called the cops. Then the old bags showed their ass, which they also do at the dollar store, Cracker Barrel, and at the poor mailman. Vigmuk 83. Real talk, wasting police officers' time is a good reason to piss them off. As well, there are more important things.
It would piss
that
off a
could be doing.
judge, right? Somebody's getting
Josh
killed
G.
down the street, and they're dealing with
So
you because you're
much
fucking
cat
trapping
talk.
cats.
Makes me think boots
Go get a
and
license.
cats and boots and
Go
cats
get a
and
fucking
boots
license
and
or hire a
cats.
trapper, but,
Stephen
don't break the
Running.
law to do it.
Hope no pets are caught accidentally.
I know all about trespassing. I know
Billy Bob
all
Thornton.
about being on somebody else's property and you're not
I'd
supposed to
send
be
them
there.
to a Russian boot camp to learn a
You know,
lesson.
even if it is city
White
property.
privileged old ladies.
Those police were in their right, and those women got convicted of those charges, right? They were convicted of trespassing. One of them was.
I will call a lawyer.
Yes, ma'am. That's fine. You can call a lawyer as soon as you get to the jail, okay?
As soon as I
Go ahead and
get
get
to
in your
jail.
car.
Yes, ma'am.
She's in shock.
Go ahead and get in your car.
She can't believe she's going to jail.
Go ahead and get in your car. Ma'am, go to your car before you get arrested.
I guess you wanted to.
No, I just wanted to say
Okay,
something.
get in your car.
Go ahead and get in your car.
Get in your car.
Bigmuk 83.
That was it. That's all she needed to
Only one
do.
cat was hurt in the filming of
Refused to
this
move
video
when
the
those
old
police
puff
officers
bag.
told her to. All she had to do was stand there, and that won her buy the ticket, take the ride. And she bought the ticket right then. When two police officers are telling you, get in your car, get in your car, get in your car, get in your car. Well, I still have something to tell you. Get in your car, get in your car, get in your car. And you're still standing there? Dude, these guys' jobs are to
Josh
boss
G.
people around. That's their job.
Thief never been told.
You ever
no
seen a
before
traffic
name
cop
it's
before? That's
obvious.
what they do. I know.
Billy
They're
Bob
lucky they
Thornton.
didn't get tased.
Deploy Taser.
They're lucky they didn't get tased.
And when the cop said, yeah, that's city property, he was pointing at the street. Dip.
Yeah, that's city property. He was pointing at the street.
All right, Miss Roberts.
I'm trying to look around to see a mailbox or a house.
I'd be trespassing.
It does look like city
You're
property.
already trespassing.
You all are unbelievable.
Here it is.
This is what you're wasting city gas on.
Okay.
Here comes the assault.
Step over here for me. Okay.
Now, wait a minute.
I'm not gonna listen to me. I'm not listen. Hold on. Where are you
She
going?
seesk quite mobile, doesn't she? Wait a second. Let's go back. Let's see her get out of the car. Oh, Nikki! Look at this woman pop out of the car.
I'd be trespassing.
Watch how physical she is.
Well, maybe you're already trespassing.
Boom, one.
You
Oh,
all
1
are
second. It takes her 1 second to get out of the seat. Dude,
You all are.
I can't even get out of a chair that fast, Nikki.
You all are. You all are.
I can't even get out of a chair that.
Josh
So,
G.
You all are.
her all not
run
being able to sit
sometime.
down in the police car while handcuffed was bullshit. This woman goes out and catches fucking cats. She's a cat herder. Don't give me that bullshit. Man, just doing this. Nikki wanted me to. I'm doing it. Right? Is what you wanted from me, right? Just doing this, Nikki. And I'm telling you, that woman is a fucking play actress right there. She popped out of that fucking seat like a jack in the box.
No,
She's
it was her
more
stepping
than
up to the
physically capable to
SUV.
sit back down in a seat.
Billy Valentine.
Oh, I'm too old. Oh, you're hurting me. Oh,
bitch
oh, the
slap
fucking
dick
play
ball.
acting. Bullshit.
Josh G.
I bet the judge had a fucking fun time with
ha.
this case. I'd love to watch the court case. I bet the judge was laughing and laughing at these two.
Unbelievable. This is what you're wasting city gas on.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Step over here for me. Okay.
Now, wait a minute.
I'm not gonna listen to me. I'm not listen. Hold on. Where are you going?
I'm going to give her my car keys so she can get my car to my
Here,
house.
give it to that officer right there. He'll hand them to her.
want to say one thing
Hey, it's gonna get ugly if you don't stop.
Boom. Boom. That was assault.
Okay.
Car keys so
That
she
was
can
assault,
get my
Nikki.
car
She
to my
assaulted that
house.
police
Give it to that
officer.
officer right there. He'll hand them to her.
Watch.
Hey, it's gonna get ugly if you don't stop.
Can I please say one thing?
You son of a bitch. So she threw the keys into his hand kind of violently. Okay.
Nikichka.
My bad. I thought she hit him. She fucking threw the keys into his hand. Which could have stabbed him in his hand. You know, there could have been like a little sharp key that poked him in his hand when she did that shit. But she did not strike him. She threw the keys into his hand violently, unnecessarily, and throwing a little
Josh
old lady
G.
tantrum.
Yes, she's never been told no in her precious little life.
No, bro, I am telling you, Nikki, if you can't see the white privilege dripping off of these women, I mean, it is so bad.
Nikichka.
You're still on their side?
I still on their side,
Well,
LOL.
you're more than welcome to be on their side. That's why I love you, Nikki, because you're your own person. But I think these women got exactly what they had coming to them.
Because I am a cat lady.
I'm a cat lady. I'm a cat lady. You're a cat lady?
Doing
I'm a
the
cat
right
lady.
thing, ha ha.
They were
Billy
doing the right thing.
Valentine.
They were doing the right thing.
Yeah.
I agree.
If there was a SIM card key on the ring thatch.
Ouch. If
LOL.
they were doing the right thing until they were told it was
Bigfoot
illegal,
83.
then they were no longer doing
White
the right thing.
privilege is oozing.
But these women need to go get a permit. That's all. Then they can show the permit to the police and they'll leave them alone.
Big Mac 83. Hash.
Thank you, Mark.
Billy Bong Thornton.
Thank you for making a clip, bro.
Feed your stupid cats from jail, lady. Ha ha ha.
You guys are so funny. Nikki's like, shut up. Nays garden audience. Now watch how old and frail she becomes as they try to put her in the car. Miss fucking Jack in the Box. Miss fucking Jack in the Box pop out of the seat like a goddamn Pop-Tart. All of a sudden she's an old lady that can't walk.
Acting like a child.
Billy Valentine.
My purse. I want
Ha ha
my
ha.
purse, my
Keith.
identification.
Poor cats.
You can't take me without my purse. You understand? You cannot take me without my purse.
Go ahead and step in for me.
You cannot arrest me without my purse.
It's an SUV, not a car though.
Close my car door,
Ma'am,
please.
we're going to get all your stuff.
Do you see how she is struggling against them?
I can't without.
I can't. Oh, I can't. I'm not physically capable.
Put those handcuffs in the front.
I can't move into this car. Look at how frail and old I am. I can't do it. I can't fit my ass in here.
Back out real quick.
These cops, they're just like, oh, God, they see this every day. And they have to do this ad nauseum. All day they're dealing with people like this. The other lady was found guilty of criminal trespass. That's a big charge, man.
Josh G.
10 days in jail.
Such saints who are saving cats would engage with police
2 years
in
of
a more civil
probation.
matter. Where did her sentiment for life
Listen to
go?
her. She wasn't making that noise when she popped Jack in the Box style out of that car, was she? Jeez. Look, those women knew better. They took advantage of those police officers. They put everyone at risk so that they could play the fucking the old lady card, play the poor me card. And these police did their job, and I think the police did a fairly good job. They could have done a little bit better. They could have treated them with kid gloves. But at the same time, these women were being stubborn. They were acting ignorant. They were playing ignorant. They were playing dumb. And they were resisting arrest the whole time. And resisting commands. And, that's the thing, is most people probably tell their kids, listen, if a police officer ever tells you, gives you a command, issues you a command or whatever, fucking do it. Don't waste your time. Don't dawdle around. You got to do it. Because these motherfuckers could pull out a gun and shoot you in your face, and they'll be running around for free for the next day.
All the way through the wood.
So you just gotta,
Closed.
you've gotta know. I mean, I know, Nikki, you want to fight the police every chance you get. I do too. But at the same time, you have to remember that they have all the authority. And when you're in that situation, you have got to let them control the situation. Because as soon as you try to fucking dictate what's going on, you're going to get hurt, you're going to get arrested, you might get shot and killed, you get tased, brutalized, whatever the fuck. And remember, most of these guys have cameras on them now. So remember, a judge is going to review the video. And the judge saw that woman throw those keys into that cop's hand. She was guilty of assault. When that woman stood there and said, I've got something to say, she was guilty of ignoring commands given by a police officer. Both of them were guilty of trespassing and refusing to leave. So, we're not above, none of us are above the law, except, unless you're Donald Trump or
Billy
Joe Biden.
Valentine.
And Donald Trump are above the
My
law.
wife has to subdue those same
But,
women every day. They just get stinkier as you travel south. And the cat ones get really stinky. Ammonia perfume.
Don't tell Nikki that, man. She's a cat lady. How many cats do you have, Nikki? I got one. So I figure you probably got 5. You got 5 cats, Nikki? Let me know. That's an interesting video. That's an interesting arrest video. I like that one.
Funny, because I watched that this morning and I didn't think that.
Oh, really?
I didn't think it was going to be so hot a topic.
Nikichka. My cat died on my cross-country trip to the East Coast when I had to move because I got laid off my job. Actually, my life sucks without my cat, and I am devastated. Billy Ballantyne. I have one cat and it smells like Dolly Parton's taint hairs and mustard gas.
Ugh. Puke.
Oh, bees, you're so cute. I love my bees. Okay. All kinds of sun. My wife has to subdue this. Okay, my cat died on my cross-country trip.
Nikichka. Give your cat a bath and also use pine pellets litter.
Oh,
It
I'm
helps
sorry,
the cat
Nikki.
smells,
Aw.
and if you haven't got them fixed, then that could solve some issues too. Deadpool. Hi, Nay, it's Nathan.
Hi, Nathan, Deadpool. What's up, buddy? Nikki, you're funny. Pine pellets. I never even would have thought of that. Pine pellets. That's a good idea. I'm sorry to hear about your cat. But, I had one more thought about that. And that is that those police officers did a good job of ignoring those women's white privilege. And if I was a black person watching that, I'd appreciate it. Because as a black person, I would think that those cops would just let those two old ladies go.
All good in the hood on the old Star Dog.
So, as coming from...
Big Merc 83. Double hash.
Thank you, Big Merc. Coming from somebody who doesn't like pigs, period. I don't like them. I find myself defending these two a little bit in this situation because those women put them in that situation,
83.
They didn't have to be in that
3x hash.
Also, we should stop calling the police on each other, man. Whoever called the police on those two old ladies, they're out there trapping cats. They're trying to help, I mean, look, I understand if they leave traps out there and then cats get trapped in there and then they forget the traps and then the cats end up dying inside the traps or something. That'd be a problem. That's probably why you need licenses for shit like that. But at the same time, why call the police if they're fucking doing good, man? They're trying to limit
G.
your fucking problem with the cats.
Tuesday 7:10 Cali time.
Cats can be a problem when you get too many of them.
Billy Ballantyne.
Look at France.
I'm not bathing this cat. You wash that thing. It licks itself, then rolls in cow shit.
Right?
Fuck that thing. Call those ladies and tell on me. I can take M.
You can take them.
Except for that one lady. She'll cut me with a SIM card.
Bro,
key.
she will throw those keys down your throat, bro. That woman was not playing, dude. She's like... I was like, damn, that's assault. I mean, as soon as she did that, the police officer was like, yeah, you're going to jail. Oh, my God. It's kind of cute, Nikki. It was kind of cute, though, because two old ladies just totally going off on cops. It's funny. Telling them, you're not going to arrest me. And then get bowing up on them. Oh, I love it. Cute. They're cute. But yeah, as soon as I saw her pop up out of that seat, I was like, yeah, that was all an act. I had a feeling. It just kind of reinforced my suspicion. I have a bad habit of looking for clues like that, man. I will spot shit like that. I'll be like, let me see how physically capable this old lady really is. Oh, here she is getting out of the chair with no problem at all. Pop! 1 second, pop, right out of the chair. Those are some good knees. Her knees are better than mine. Not bad for freaking 81. 84, how old was she? 84? Out there catching cats, running around chasing cats. Tell me you're not physically capable. Cat herder. Bro, I think I'm getting better. Like, as I do this live stream, man, I'm starting to feel better. Like, I wonder if this is just, I smoked a little cannabis, and it's making me feel better, but it kind of suppressed the phlegm that was inside me, man, you know, and I'm not, like, coughing it up every 2 seconds. It's a good thing, right? What else is going on? What else, Nikki? What else you got? Mobile old cat lady, bottom line. Mobile cat lady fail. Ah, dude. This fucking Jack in the Box. This fucking Jack in the Box pop out of the seat like a goddamn Pop-Tart. Like a Pop-Tart! She's an old lady that can't walk. Like a Pop-Tart. I love it. Where do I come up with this shit? Poor cats. She popped up out of that chair like a Pop-Tart. You cannot arrest me without my purse.
It's an SUV, not a car, though.
Do you see how she is struggling against them? Yeah. I can't. Oh, I can't. I'm not physically capable. I can't move into this car. Look at how frail and old I am. I can't do it. I can't fit my ass in here. These cops.
Big Mac 83.
They see this every day.
Watch them in order.
And they have to do this ad nauseum. All day they're dealing with people like this. Wow. This fucking Jack in the Box. That's a good one, bro. Thank you. Pop out of the seat like a...
Andrew Hay.
Thank you so much. Andrew.
Are you a Pop-Tart nay?
Hey, Andrew, what's up? Am I a Pop-Tart? I like Pop-Tart. I like blueberry Pop-Tarts. Let's talk about Pop-Tarts. Andrew, hey, what's up, buddy? What's this other video? Pro-trans mobile cat lady fail. Goddamn Pop-Tart. All of a sudden... Wait, what's this other one? Mobile cat herder?
Andrew Hay. I'm doing well.
She seems quite mobile, doesn't she? Wait a second. Let's go back. Let's see her get out of the car. Oh! Nikki! Look at this woman pop out of the car. Watch how physical she is. Boom! 1 second. It takes her 1 second to get out of the seat. Dude. I can't even get out of a chair that fast, Nikki. I can't even get out of a chair that fast. So, her all not being able to sit down. Her all not being able to, I love it. Was bullshit. Her all not being able to. This woman goes out and catches fucking cats. She's a cat herder. Don't give me that bullshit. She's a cat. Just doing this. She's like Catwoman. If you wanted me to. Cat girl. It, right? This is what you wanted from me, right? Just doing this, Nikki. And I'm telling you, that woman is a fucking play actress right there. She popped out of that fucking seat like a Jack in the Box. She's more... This is a fun show. This is a fun show, man. What else is going on? Adam, thank you.
Billy Valentine. She's probably Liver King without a tan.
Liver King. Mobile cat herder, mobile cat lady fail, mobile old lady. You did a lot of mobile. What's this one? She seems quite mobile, doesn't she? Wait a second. Wait, I thought we already saw this one. Let's see her get out of the car. Oh, that's my retweet. Okay, I got you. So I went through Nina Turner's Twitter feed. She has never mentioned the name Julian Assange, not even one time. Not even once on her whole Twitter history. The name Assange and the name Julian. Oh, the name Julian comes up. She's talking about other people named Julian, but not Julian Assange. Fucking Nina Turner. Miss Independent. Doesn't want to support Julian Assange. Doesn't want to support an independent journalist that exposed war crimes. Nina Turner ain't down with that. Goodbye, somebody. Fucking Nina cunt. Fuck you. Alright, I'm sick of that bitch. Anything else? What else? I'm ready for a bong rip, I think. An earthquake is trending in California? What? Oh, yeah, there was a 4.0 in Berkeley. Woke some people up.
I remember you had an earthquake on your show live. Remember that? The whole fucking house started to shake.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of my favorite videos.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Kind of, forget being an earthquake.
Everyone in Texas coming to Twitter to confirm that there was an earthquake. Was there an earthquake in Texas? Oh no. December 17th, 2022, San Francisco earthquake. We will rebuild. It shows a chair fall over. It's fucking funny. So yeah, San Francisco had an earthquake last night.
Billy Bong Thornton. What other crazy cat lady videos do you have, lol?
None. So I guess there was an earthquake in Texas too? I'm sick of being sick, man. Back when he could barely pull 100 viewers. Dude, I wish I could pull 100 viewers. They're talking about Jackson Hingle. Back when he could pull 100 viewers. Now he's pulling thousands of little Tucker Carlson wannabes, little Andrew Tates. Wanting their little piece of fucking women. What else is going on?
Billy Ballantyne. Whoopi Goldberg, Will Forte, and Ben Affleck live in Berkeley.
Live in Berkeley? Berkeley sucks. Fucking overdeveloped goddamn cement fucking jungle with goddamn no place for a dog to take a piss. Fuck that town. They don't even know what grass is over there. Fucking weirdos. No law regarding cannabis. Everybody cheers. I just can't stand it. You know, you're going to build a town and not leave areas for dogs to take a shit in.
Billy Bong Thornton.
You know, like dogs are supposed to shit on the sidewalk.
You got the flu or something, nay.
It's so fucking wrong.
Cheers.
It's so fucking wrong. Cheers, buddy. Cheers, everybody. Billy Bong Billy, and anybody that's over here that's Baba Blue Jaws. Cheers, bro. He's over there on the Rumble. I don't want to overdo it because this cannabis is really making me feel better. I thought it was
You're sick, just a little tiny toke. Oh, so good, but not a lot, just a little bit.
right.
Yeah. I remember I was really sick with a cold for like 2 days, flu, like me shivering. I hadn't smoked, so I went outside. I'm like, I gotta smoke. I smoked just one little puff, and all my muscles just relaxed, like that aching muscles.
Yeah.
Just went away. Holy shit! I didn't realize that it actually. Like I knew it worked, but it never had. Only time I ever used it for myself.
It's funny is when you're sick, you don't think you want to smoke until you make yourself do it, and then you're like, God, why didn't I do this sooner?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do I have the
You
flu?
gotta limit how much you do.
I just have the common cold, bro. It's just sniffles, and it's almost gone.
Yep.
A woman that works for us came in here sick like a week ago and got me sick.
Billy Bong Thornton. That flu shit is
She
going
was sick for a
around.
day.
Had
I'm
it
sick
a
for
week.
4 fucking days.
Billy Ballantyne. I'm not fond of anything south of Santa Rosa.
No fever. I don't have a fever.
It gets worse till you hit San Diego. The whale's vagina.
Three criminal charges are coming against Donald Trump. We talked about that last night. A billionaire couple was found strangled near their pool. Their family is offering $35 million to help catch the killer. Only $35 million? Fuck you. I want $500 million before I tell you who fucking killed you. Fucking $35 million, cheapskate motherfuckers. I mean, you're the family of a billionaire that just got murdered. Now you have all their money. Do you really care who fucking killed them? You're going to spend $35 million to find out who the killer was? You got their money. Isn't that enough? I wouldn't be surprised if they had something to do with it. Canadian. Barry and Honey Sherman.
Billy Bong
What?
Thornton.
Something happened in Canada?
Yep.
Holy crap, that's shitty. All that money and
We have
obviously
billionaires
had
in
no
Canada? I didn't
security.
know we did.
No signs of forced entry into the home. They were semi-seated side by side with belts tied around their necks and attached to the railing of the indoor pool.
Yeah, that's not that's anyway. That's telltale signs of
Big Mac
professional.
83.
Let's put it that way.
PSH, you can't even wipe your ass for 35 million these days.
Apotex. That's the generic drug giant Apotex in Canada.
Yep. Yeah,
Oh, this was 5 years
sounds
ago.
about right. Oh. Why is this-
They offered 25 million. Now they're offering 35 million. They still haven't found the killer. It was him. It was his son. Dude, he's got $1 billion. Why do you think they're dead? Of course it was their son that did it. Motherfucker.
Strange waiting.
He's just fucking offering up $25, $35 million for whoever gets busted, right? For a reward. Because he knows they're never going to find the killer. Because it's him. So he never has to spend the $35 million. So he puts that out there and is like, hey man, I'm offering $35 million for plausible deniability. But no one's going to get that $35 million because he's the fucking murderer. It's the guy who, just go to where the money went. Who got the money? Okay, you're the killer. You got the money. You're the one that killed him. It's obvious.
People just killed them for nothing.
99.9999999% of the time,
LOL.
it's the person who got the money that did the deed.
Yeah.
You know?
I never got them with a belt. How the hell did you manage that? I can see one of them. The other one.
I'll bet you he's got some rock solid alibi, like he has a plane ticket that shows he was in another area.
If the killer
And he just got in a
comes
car
forward,
and
does the
drove
family
there
get
and
the
fucking did it and
35
drove
mil?
back and flew back home. You know? Does the family get if the killer comes forward? That's fine. He's already got $1 billion. What the fuck does he care?
I did not know we had a billionaire. Huh. There you go.
Josh G.
Where did it? Where
Dirty
did it
deeds
happen?
done
Was it
dirt
DC?
cheap psych. This man disagrees with D. Snyder.
I don't know.
Does it say what province it happened in? 'Cause I've never heard of
Hey,
it.
see it. I can't read. If I did, I couldn't pronounce it.
Oh.
Toronto.
Okay, Ontario.
Hoot
Yeah,
and
okay,
howl.
all right. Right near here.
Just saying, if a random dude says he killed M, will he give the killer's family the 35 mil?
What? That's funny. I see what you're saying.
Hoot and howl.
The guy who turns himself in, does he
Fake
get
killer's
35 mil?
family, that is.
Right. X-Files. Who the fuck?
Forgive me, Assistant Director. It may sound insensitive, but the suggestion is pure science fiction. What I'm saying.
Huh. Huh. I wonder what this is. What the fuck, dude? Why won't the video play? Am I still live? Holy shit. That's weird.
Making claims.
Claims about what?
You and everyone you know has a piece of DNA in your genome, put there without your knowing it.
But by whom?
Well, that's the question.
God damn it. I want to watch that, man, but I'm going to get in trouble for listening to X-Files on goddamn YouTube. Why can't I see fucking... Oh, it's Twitter. They don't have... I love this. If this gets any worse, I will start demonstrating, said one inmate to the other, being fucking scolded by a flying drone. Yeah, too late. Too late. We're already there.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. If this gets any worse, it's like the Poltergeist movie. Yeah, the movie gets this just happens again. Really.
I finished my
After
tea.
the whole movie. Okay. That's Poltergeist one. Oh, what a movie. Fucking pin. Good shit. Actually, you know what scares me? Yeah.
Huh. Is it okay not to care? I wonder. I just don't fucking care about this shit, man. Today, maybe it's because I'm sick. There's nothing else going on. World is burning more coal than ever before, report shows.
Josh G.
Beautiful, clean coal.
You should Uber Eats you some nice soup for lunch. It even sounds nice to me right now.
Soup? I think we've got some soup here I can have. Great. Wow. Wow. You know, I'm just going to tweet that with the goddamn eye roll. The world is burning more coal than ever before. Because we're so green. We're doing all the right things.
Josh G. I had some amazing clam chowder in Seattle.
Yeah.
Could eat that stuff all day.
Clam chowder wouldn't help a cold, bro. I want, I'd get like some chicken noodle soup or something like that. You don't want to be putting phlegm down in your lungs.
You don't want milk in your body.
Yeah.
Mucus is not good.
Nothing going on in the news. They're...
Hoot and howl. Faux for colds, minus the octopus.
Oh, yeah? Is that a soup? P-H-O? Faux? I've gone through all of the news articles. Nikki, are you still here?
Josh G. I was just saying what I had. Def agree. Billy Ballantyne. You found something good in Seattle. No way.
Traces of suspected cocaine found at former British Prime Minister Liz Truss's residence.
Uh-oh.
Elon Musk has lifted the suspensions of the Twitter accounts of several journalists he had banned a day earlier after the second poll he conducted on the topic went against his preferred outcome. Him and his stupid polls. Dude.
Hoot and howl. I'm an hour from Seattle.
He's crazy. He's like a Caesar. He's like, it's like the gladiators are fighting. He's like, everybody should have a thumbs up, a thumbs down.
Man, I just hope I live to see his downfall. I just hope I live to see his downfall. I'm probably older than him, but I want to live long enough to see him fucking fail at everything. And, I want to see him destitute. I want to see him fucking locked up in prison. And there's a whole bunch more I'd like to see that I can't say on the internet. So you know how I feel about him. I'll tell you this. I'd like to fucking spit on... right on his fucking face. Just like that. I'd like to spit right on his fucking face. I'd like to do that. That would make me happy. Okay, what do I got here? What else? Anything else? Anything else? Nikki left us, huh? I'm sad. This guy tried to arrest somebody, like citizen's arrest. Turns out he was on like fucking meth or something, and he had all these guns on him. He went to fucking prison. Hilarious thing. Florida.
Yeah, he had to stay up,
So, court denies GOP state's effort to keep border policy. So the Trump era blockade of immigrants coming into the country is going to be dissolved December 21st.
Hoot and howl.
We're going to start seeing an influx
That's
of
a new Robocop.
immigrants.
LOL.
Yeah, they have to here. They have 500,000 a year here. Fast tracking a lot of the applications. Shit, the workforce is so bad. That's the thing.
One of Tesla's largest shareholders calls to ditch Elon Musk. He wants to get him out of the CEO position. He says he's not doing his job anymore and he wants a real CEO. He's got $3.2 billion invested in Tesla, this guy. So, Elon Musk is selling flamethrowers, $500 each.
Billy Ballantyne.
You know what?
I once went to Northwest Trek in Seattle. Man, it was pure shit. The Space Needle is cool though.
That's pretty good.
They should call it a space cock instead of a space needle. It looks way more like a cock than a needle.
Space cock.
Space cat. Hey, I'm gonna go take a ride on the space cat.
There goes space kick. Yeah, cat.
Cocaine, Liz Truss. I've seen all of these. Adam Kinzinger, the one man fucking with the balls to stand up to Donald Trump, gets called out by fucking Tucker Carlson. An example of what a man can be when he stops trying to be a man. Fuck you, Tucker. You're such an idiot. Old fucking Hinkle.
Josh G. Have you already covered DeSantis and his new campaign against COVID vaccines?
No, Elon Musk sold $3.58 billion worth of Tesla shares yesterday. He might be failing, bro. He might be in some financial straits. Huh. Must have needed that money for something. Have you already covered DeSantis and his new campaign against COVID vaccines? No. What's the campaign? What's the new campaign? He's always been against him. This guy on Grindr is a cannibal and he meets people and then he eats them. Michigan. What? Yeah, life in prison.
Josh
life
G.
in prison for eating another human being?
Maybe it isn't new.
Life in prison. I guess Michigan doesn't have a death penalty. Because you know the death penalty would be enacted for that
Nick
crime.
Brown.
Anybody would say,
Good morning, bro.
Yeah, you need to die. You eat people. God damn. I mean, come see me in 20 years when it's Mad Max time.
Horton hears a hoot and howl.
Tell me what you're baking.
Michigan. That's my state. Horton hears a hoot and howl. You can walk around drunk in Michigan, and not get arrested. But if you get caught taking a pee, you have to register as a sex offender.
You're not referring to what I just went and did, are you? Hey, Horton, here's a hoot and howl. How's it going, buddy? Michigan, that's my state. There's cannibals there, buddy.
Josh G. Elon, however, speaking of him, was in a Spaces where he got called out for banning a reporter covering the Elon jet tweets.
Yes.
They called him out for it, and he ends up leaving the space mid-call.
Bro, we listened to that on the live stream yesterday. We listened to the whole call. You are a horrible person, Josh. You're missing my shows. And then you're not going back and catching up? What is going on over there, bro? What happened to us?
Horton hears a hoot and howl. Now I have to keep my eyes peeled for cannibals.
Hey, just stay off of Tinder, bro. Grindr, I'm sorry. Grindr, Tinder, whatever the fuck. Isn't it funny? Yeah, it was Grindr. Doesn't that make sense? That the fucking the cannibal was on Grindr. Oh my god, that's so funny. You can't make this shit up. A cannibal was on Grindr. Like, okay. I did not make this up. The cannibal. I spelled cannibal wrong. It's cannibal. Right? Yeah, cannibal. 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 Funny laugh face. I didn't make this up. The cannibal was on Grindr.
Jeffrey Dahmer is really sad, has missed out on this time in life. Just joking, people. Billy Ballantyne. Well, if it had existed, Dahmer would have been on Grindr too. No doubt. DoorDash for cannibals.
DoorDash for cannibals. That's an interesting name. Sure.
Billy Ballantyne. Cannibals with a taste for bratwurst, that is.
Right? Oh, you saw that. You went and looked it up yourself, huh? Yeah, I didn't give all the deets. I wanted to see this Kinzinger goodbye from frickin' Tucker Carlson. I gotta wait for the ad to finish.
Have updates for you in a moment on the new FBI censorship scandal, as well as the CIA's involvement in the Kennedy assassination 59 years ago, which is now confirmed. It's all real. But first, because it's Friday and we're in a sentimental mood, we'd like to take a moment to say goodbye to one of our all-time favorite members of Congress, Mr. Adam Kinzinger of Kankakee, Illinois, ladies and gentlemen. Kinzinger was first elected to the House 12 years ago, and for the bulk of his time in office, he served utterly without distinction in virtual anonymity. A few of his constituents had heard of him, but none expressed interest in learning more. Then, in 2018, came the transformation. That was the year that Adam Kinzinger turned 40, and things began to change inside of him. The first signs were subtle but unmistakable. Choking up at a car insurance commercial, opening an Instagram account and posting pictures of himself, wearing spandex bike shorts to Starbucks without shame, and sometimes with a fanny pack. By 2020...
Dude, it just seems so hyperbolic and dumb what he just said. Oh, did he take a picture of himself in bicycle shorts and a fanny pack, Tucker? What's your point, bro? He's riding a bicycle. He's showing people that he's out there doing physical fitness and shit. What do you fucking care? I don't even understand that. This is just totally slanted anger at somebody because he doesn't support Donald Trump like Tucker does.
21, Kinzinger had a full-blown case of male menopause with all the familiar painful symptoms. Mood swings, hot flashes, food cravings, uncontrollable weeping.
Yeah, I go through that too. So what? You probably do too, Tucker. Shut the fuck up.
A lesser man would have retreated from public life, chosen new pronouns, and transitioned in private. But Adam...
Holy jeez, man.
Oh, dude. This is who fucking Jackson Hinkle wants to be.
It's like one is okay, but it's like one after another, man. Holy shit. Wow.
Chosen new pronouns. You know, it's just like, whatever, Tucker, man. You're so fucking angry. It's hilarious. I'm enjoying this.
Adam Kinzinger chose...
It's like, this is just wah, wah. You know, Kinzinger served out his time, and he did a goddamn good job as a Republican. I'll give him credit. He's one of the only motherfuckers that had the balls to call out Donald Trump for all the crimes that he's committed. Good for him.
He chose to be a role model. He wanted other middle-aged men to know there is life after hormonal imbalance. And so on July 27th, 2021, Adam Kinzinger bravely came out of the closet as a weepy man. You may remember the moment.
I never expected a day to be quite as emotional for me as it has been. But you guys won. You guys held. You know, democracies are not defined by our bad days.
Imagine the courage that took. Yes, I am emotionally incontinent. Yes, I am utterly irrational. No, I will not be silent.
Why aren't you going to tell us the context of what he was talking about, Tucker? Why, is that going to go against your narrative, you fucking dumb cunt?
In Washington, Kinzinger's...
I'm sure he was crying for a reason, everybody.
Inspirational. Here's a man who has no...
But of course, Tucker's not going to tell us what the context is.
Horton hears a hoot and howl. Someone call a wambulance.
Wambulance?
Kinzinger quickly became regarded as an essential voice on foreign policy. When the world hangs in the balance, you want a guy who cries a lot. For his part, Kinzinger demonstrated a remarkable ability to make any situation on the planet, no matter how complex or weighty, all about him. Diplomacy by narcissism. Here he was yesterday on the House floor in his final, yes, emotion-laden address.
History has proven that American isolation from...
Dude, he's leaving his fucking position. He's fucking emotional about it. What's your fucking problem? He's addressing the goddamn body that he's been working with, his friends, people that he's eaten lunch with for I don't know how long, and he's gonna go, and it's emotional. What the fuck is the big deal? Who cares?
World affairs is dangerous. Over the years, I've been privileged to lead the effort on supporting American leadership in a world drowning in faux strongmen. Advocating for the rights of Syrian men, women, and children to live without fear of Assad's death squads shouldn't be political. That's just simply the right thing to do. Advocating for stronger American assistance in Ukraine to counter Putin's illegal invasion shouldn't be political. That's just the right thing to do.
I don't agree with him there. It's not Putin's invasion, but regardless, it still doesn't give Tucker the right to go after this guy because he's getting emotional about shit. Hilarious.
Yeah, it's just the right thing to do. See, the world actually isn't complicated. In fact, the world is simple. It's like an original made-for-TV...
Man, I'm sad that Adam Kinzinger is leaving. He's one of the good ones, as far as Republicans go. He's one of the ones that will tell the truth, and that's fucking sad. And he's celebrating the fact that one of the last truth tellers is leaving the Republican Party.
Movie on Lifetime, the kind where you burn through 2 bags of Skinny Pop just trying to keep your tears in check. So if Adam Kinzinger is doing something in a foreign country with guns, by
Dude, I'd laugh my ass off if there's footage of Tucker Carlson fucking crying on his show. I gotta Google that shit.
can't picture him crying. It would look weird. He always got that weird look on his face.
Well, I just wonder if he actually came to tears because...
I'm sure he has at one point. Maybe not, though. They got Jordan Peterson for that. He likes to turn on a lot of wood. Yeah. He cries more than I do.
Damage report.
The Republican Party today.
Greens stand reacting through to Dijon Mustard and Tucker Carlson. The mag
22 people.
the last you subset
Underline this.
radio stop speech break and cloud. Content from yours truly.
Nobody fucking cries. Okay, I guess Tucker Carlson's not a crier. I can't find anything.
Definition, it's, quote, just the right thing to do. Like in Syria. Kinzinger has often expressed concern for Syria's men, women, and children is what matters. And because that concern matters so much, Kinzinger has pushed hard to continue the neocon proxy war in Syria. Result? Syria now has no economy left, and there's a massive cholera outbreak in progress. Men, women, and children are dying in huge numbers because it's just the right thing to do. Same in Ukraine. Kinzinger made that clear the other day when he responded personally to a Twitter account called Cat Turd. Because when you're one of Washington's leading authorities on foreign policy, you spend a lot of time on Twitter reading accounts with names like Cat Turd. So the other day, Cat Turd made the mistake of posting a meme that seemed to mock the colors of the Ukrainian flag, colors that are sacred to Adam Kinzinger and every other empathetic soccer momager from mid-40s.
Yellow and blue.
You could imagine how offensive that was.
That's funny.
It was like telling an off-color joke about
Dude.
Meghan Markle.
I saw that picture and I didn't realize what I was looking at. That's so funny. It took Tucker Carlson to explain it to me.
It could not stand. And so alone and battling debilitating hot flashes in his kitchen, fighting the urge to open yet another bag of Chips Ahoy, Adam Kinzinger fought back. Literal evil, he wrote in a late-night response to Cat Turd. If I met you in person, it would not end well for you, sicko. Whoa.
I agree.
Hear that, Cat Turd?
I agree with Tucker.
It will not end well for you.
I agree with Tucker.
That's not a pillow fight.
I agree with Tucker Carlson here. This is why I watch people who I fucking can't stand. Because every once in a while, we're going to agree on something. And I totally agree. Right here. I totally agree. Dude, get the fuck over your little fucking Ukraine fucking infatuation. Alright, fuck those motherfuckers. They brought this shit on themselves. Alright, we don't owe them a goddamn dime. And we're sending billions over there.
Horton hears a
Fuck 'em
hoot
all.
and howl.
Adam Kinzinger is talking about.
Chips
That's
Ahoy,
a full-on
ha, ha,
slap
ha,
fight
ha, ha.
with hair pulling. This is real. You better apologize.
I love that their fucking
goes out
flag
to
is the
Cat
color
Turd,
of
who's probably
piss and
cowering in a
tears.
litter box somewhere,
I
waiting for
love
Adam
it. I
Kinzinger
never
to show
knew
up
that.
with sharpened nails.
Your flag is the
Ukrainian
color of
flag,
piss
get
and
scrapped.
tears.
Those are the rules, Cat Turd.
Fucking
It's
A.
a tough town. Meow. But speaking of how it will all end, how's it going to end for Adam Kinzinger? Well, we suspect it'll end like it began, in anonymity. In just weeks, Adam Kinzinger will be another CNN contributor. No one will ever see him again. But we will never forget him. Adam Kinzinger will live forever in our hearts as an example of what a man can be when he stops trying to be a man and unleashes the emotionally fragile divorced single mom within. Have another glass of Chardonnay and listen to me cry. Yes, Miss Kinzinger, we will. So here it is, one last time.
He's fucking shaming the guy for getting emotional about shit. You know?
Horton hears a hoot
So
and howl.
funny. He's such a fucking piece of shit.
Oh, man. Boy, that was pretty brutal. Thank God.
Poor Adam Kinzinger. Fucking Republic cunt. Yeah, if he wanted me to defend him, he shouldn't fucking be against a woman's right to fucking choose what goes on inside her own fucking body. Fuck that guy. He gets no sympathy from me. I'm just saying, he's one of the last good people left in the Republican Party that was willing to admit that Donald Trump was a fucking criminal. You know, he served on that January 6th committee, and he did a great job. A great job. I look at people to see what kind of a job they're doing. He's doing a great job. He's doing a great job. Doing a great job. Job. You got a job? You got a great job. You're fired. Oh, you had a job? Now you're fired. You're fired. You got a job, now you're fired.
That's pretty.
What else? What else? That's all the news stories there. Tom Brady's wife's suing the fuck out of him. Oh boy. Oh boy, poor Tom. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Yeah, you're coming back to a fucking divorce and a giant lawsuit, motherfucker. That makes me happy. That brings me some joy. I mean, if you go after a billionaire by posting the location of his jet, that billionaire goes and buys the service that you're doing it on and then kicks you off the service. I'm going to count that as a win for Elon Musk. I mean, yeah, the kid trolled him into spending $44 billion to do it. But at the same time, Elon's like, fuck you. I'm spending the $44 billion and I'm blocking you. I'm going to take you off Twitter. I win. And in Elon's mind, he's a winner. At least that's how he sleeps at night. But you got trolled to the tune of $44 billion, so there's two sides to that story. It's interesting to talk about, though. Police released new video and search for gunman who shot 9 people in downtown Orlando. My hometown, 9 people shot. They got it on film? Dude, do they have it on film where that fucking aquarium shattered? Why can't I rewind this? I can't even do anything. I can't click on it, make it full screen, nothing. Oh, there it goes.
Sind halt Scherben, die Möbel,
Dude, do they have the fucking video?
Alles ist mit Wasser überflutet und natürlich auch, ich denke mal, durch diesen riesen Druck zerstört.
Oh, there are a whole bunch of
Also
fish
es sieht so
died.
ein bisschen wie im Kriegsgebiet aus. I thought it's thunders, and then I went to my friend's room, and there is a window there. You can watch the whole aquarium from there. And we see that everything with water and everything is huge, destroyed. זה מה שקורה כרגע. הוציאו את כולנו מהחדרים, מפנים אותנו למלון אחר. המשטרה פה, צוותי חילוץ פה. האקווריום הלך קפוט. קפוט.
gesagt, wir konnten das Erdgeschoss da nicht komplett gehen.
Was that her professional opinion? It was destroyed beyond repair?
Es ist aber so, dass das Wasser komplett ausgetreten ist und es über 1500 Fische ungefähr, die in diesem Aquarium.
They lost 1,400 fish, man. God, that's fucking sad. That's the worst part. God damn. This is not going to show it. They promised to show it. It said, watch. Watch this thing fucking... What the fuck, dude? Why do you lie? Where's the fucking video? See. Thousands of fish fall on hotel guests. Right, show me the fucking video.
The freaking Oracle show. Clickbait.
Where's the goddamn video, you fucking cunts? God, that is a badass fucking mountain lion. Oh my god. Holy shit. That thing will fucking kill you.
Billy Ballantyne. Aging sportsmen crack me up. Mike Tyson understands now. But the other dicks are funny. I'm gonna win one more game with my plastic hip. Sit down, Grandpa.
God damn it, there's no video here. It says see thousands of fish fall on hotel guests. You fucking cunts. Where was that? Hide stories from them. Yeah, fuck you. How about that? Fucking fake news bullshit. Is there any more news? Oh, water bottles for voting rights, you know, because they're making laws that say you can't give people water when they're in line voting. So stupid. Okay. The bananas are still standing. I guess I have
Horton hears a hoot and howl.
from a bear.
Did Ukraine get their new missiles yet?
I don't know.
Horton hears a hoot and howl.
Missiles, I don't know.
Long-range missiles.
I don't know.
They're Patriot missiles. Patriot missiles are...
Yeah, Patriot missiles, right?
Yeah, those are for intercepting, I think.
No, I don't think so. Those are...
Okay.
Those are fucking goddamn. Those are what we used on Iraq.
Oh, okay. I thought Patriot missiles for for missile defense. I'm wrong then. I don't know much about the weapons.
Horton hears a hoot and howl. I know President Zed is tickled to death to get them.
Yeah. He's gonna get tickled to death, all right.
Billy Ballantyne.
Yeah.
No, Ukraine has not gotten the missiles. Amazon has mad
That
shipping
motherfucker,
delays.
I have a feeling, is gonna end up at the end of a fucking gallows.
I mean, that's not going to end well. There's no way that situation ends well, I don't think. Anymore. Maybe at one point, but... Maybe.
Makes millions. I thought he only made $500,000 off of those cards. Right? It was 45,000 cards, right? At $100 each. How is that millions? Where's the article at, you fucking cunts? Read on for everything we know so far. And then there's nothing. Weird, right? Huh. Oh. 45,000. Oh, did he make 4,500,000? Is that what he made? 45,000 times 100. Somebody gave me the wrong numbers on that. 45,000 times 100 equals 4,500,000, guys. Yeah, he made $4.5 million bucks on those stupid little cards. Boy, we had that wrong. I fucking trusted somebody in my goddamn chat, and they gave me the wrong goddamn math on it. So, yeah, he's made a lot more than what I expected.
Horton hears a hoot and howl. Small pickings for Trump.
No, it's not small pickings for Trump. That's a lot of fucking money for Trump. Are you kidding me? Well, are you a big fucking Trump supporter, Horton? You seem like you're licking his ass right now. Guy's fucking claimed bankruptcy 6 times, bro. He fails at everything he's ever done. He just had a successful venture. That was not small pickings at all. Go look at Trump Meats, Trump fucking School, Trump fucking Wines, Trump fucking, you know, everything else he ever put his stupid fucking name on. It all failed.
Horton hears a hoot and howl. Maybe it will pay for his legal fees, ha ha.
Nope. Not even close, brother. Do you realize how much lawyers charge for shit like that? I should show you the legal fees in the bankruptcy that we're going through right now with Celsius. It's like 10 million, bro, and it's just been a couple weeks. Fucking obnoxious.
Robert the Connoisseur. When did Trump himself file and not an LLC?
File? File what? I don't understand what you're trying to say there. Standing on the moon with a cowboy hat.
Robert the Connoisseur. You said Trump went bankrupt. The freaking Oracle show. File for bankruptcy.
He's filed for bankruptcy 6 times. 6 different ventures. Are you in denial of that fact? Is that what you're trying to argue the fact with me? Dude, you must be a Trump supporter too. You guys are going to hate Ron DeSantis. Oh my God. He's going to destroy your boy.
Robert the Connoisseur. He did not, an LLC did.
An LLC with his fucking name Trump on it that he owned, the LLC? Dude, you're going to fucking try to split hairs with me? Really? His company claimed bankruptcy, filed bankruptcy 6 times. It's his company. That's how business works, dude. Yeah, it's an LLC that's run by Donald Trump. It's his business that failed. In your stupid little pathetic pea brain, you have to say, oh, it wasn't my Lord and Savior, Donald Trump, that fucking failed. It was his LLC. I got news for you.
Robert the Connoisseur. Facts, not hair.
Oh, really? Okay, let's find out. Let's Google it. I'm just kind of curious. Okay, Google. How many times has Trump filed for bankruptcy? Donald Trump.
Here's what I found on the web. Hoot and howl. LOL, this guy talking like he knows what an LLC is.
Well, it's like, I don't care if it was a
My
business of
business
his
is
or
an
not. I told you he
LLC,
did it fucking
and I'm
6
the only
times,
employee.
and it's like you're in fucking denial about it. If it wasn't Trump filing for bankruptcy, then who was it, you fucking deep thinker? Was it another businessman that owned those LLCs, you fucking idiot? Don't fucking try to push back on me, you little fucking bitch. God, fucking Trump supporter. I'm going to look forward to watching Ron DeSantis destroy your little orange-haired boy. And I'm going to laugh and laugh at you. He's going to fucking destroy Donald Trump.
Thornton.
And you're going to cry like a little bitch.
Boy, this is fun watching someone else getting yelled at. Robert the Connoisseur. Company is not a person.
No, it's owned by the person, Donald Trump, you fucking idiot. Look, Robert, I'm blocking you. You're a moron, and all you want to do is come in here and try to act like you know something that I don't know or something. And you're just going to fucking piss everybody else in here off. Nobody wants to hear from your little bitch ass. Now, how many times did Donald Trump file for fucking bankruptcy from his fucking corporations that he owned? 7 fucking times, you little bitch. 7 times, you stupid fucking cunt. 7. 7th bankruptcy. Wow. There you go, you little fucking stupid bitch. God, now go fuck off. Go fucking put your dick back in your fucking hand. Fucking idiot.
Nick Brown.
God, what a moron.
Robert ISNT, very bright.
I'm like, what's the difference whether it's a fucking LLC or not? It's his fucking company. You know? It means nothing. Oh, well, not the man himself. Oh, it was his business. Oh, his business that he was running that was making him money. God, you're an idiot. You know, when I say my father claimed bankruptcy once, which he did, that was him claiming bankruptcy. Sure, it was a company that he owned. It was a corporation. But my father went bankrupt because it was his company.
Is Robert a connoisseur of lobotomies?
He's a connoisseur of his own fucking dick in his mouth. You know, I can't handle people like that. It's like, you're going to really? You're going to come in here and try to fucking deny facts, and you're going to claim that you're telling me facts? Wow, that's hilarious. All because you fucking love Donald Trump? That's even the worst part right there. You're defending Donald Trump because you love him so much. That makes me fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. Anybody that loves Donald Trump, I fucking hate you. Anybody that loves Ron DeSantis, I fucking hate you. Understand that. So you're going to come in here and push back on me and show me your fucking little ass. I'm going to call you out like you deserve to be called out. Bye-bye, bitch. I'll fucking spit you out like mucus, motherfucker. Your microphone's off. I wanted to hear a laugh at that. God damn it. That was a good joke.
Billy Valentine. I think that was actually Captain Bumblebee on an alt account.
Dude, I wonder what Donald Trump's worth now. Is he losing money? He just had to humiliate himself to make some more money off his pathetic fucking followers. Hey, I wonder if Robert bought one of those fucking little cards. One of those little NFTs.
Billy Bong Thornton. Robert, bye-bye, you inbred.
Ah! That's hilarious. Fucking inbred bitch. Still 17 of you hanging around, so we're going to keep it going. We're watching the crypto is just bopping along here. And it did uptick a little bit, but then it settled back down, so I'll keep my eye on that and let you know if anything exciting happens in the crypto space. What is this? What else is going on? Nothing else going on? Pull up YouTube. I'm live. I'm live right now.
The freaking Oracle show. Trump has never filed for personal bankruptcy, just corporate bankruptcies.
Right. It's Trump has filed for bankruptcy is my point with 6 of his fucking companies. And if you want to come in here and split hairs with me too, man, you'll be the next one gone. I'm sick of this bullshit. You know, I just went through this with fucking Cocksmoker. Now you're gonna fucking try to throw it up in my face too? Really? Did I say he filed for personal bankruptcy, Oracle? Did I use those words? No, I said Trump has filed for bankruptcy, 6 of his fucking corporations, 7 of them. 7 fucking times. That's what I fucking said. You know? They're Trump's businesses. He's the one that owns them. He's the one that fucking failed, okay? He had to file for bankruptcy 7 fucking times. I don't know why I have to fucking tell you again. I just went through this with another cocksmoker. Wow. Did I say he personally filed for bankruptcy? You think I'd understand that? You think I understand the way LLCs work? I fucking own one. I've owned several.
Billy Bong Thornton.
I don't understand what the fucking deal is.
Hey, Oracle, clean out.
After you see the way I just felt with dumbass, you gotta come in here and open a fucking fat mouth to me too?
It's amazing to know I can file bankruptcy on my business, but I can walk around saying I haven't filed bankruptcy.
Well, you can say it, but it's not true. Some dumb dick like fucking Robert or someone like Oracle, they're gonna try to fucking split hairs with you. Oh, well, it wasn't you personally. Who was running the company? Who was the CEO? Who was the person who founded the fucking company in the first place? Whose name was on the company? Who was profiting from the fucking company? I don't care if you call it an LLC or not. It doesn't fucking matter. It was your company, and if there's some little technical fucking technicality that you can fucking use to say it wasn't you, whatever, it was Donald Trump. It was his company. He's the failure. Period. Get over it. God, anybody else want to open up a fat fucking mouth to me this morning?
Billy Bong Thornton.
I guess it is.
It's National Dumbass Day. Let me get some action, save something.
Hey, dumb dick! I already did fact check it, and I pulled it up on my fucking phone, douchebag! How about you go fuck off? Hey, freaking Oracle Show, you're next. I told you, motherfucker. Oh yeah, now you're my bitch. Fuck you. And get the fuck off my show. Quit coming in here trying to steal my goddamn viewers. Fuck you. Fucking cunt. Anybody else? Probably not. Alright, cool. So now we're ready to hang out, chill, and have some fun? Now that we got rid of all the dumb cunts that want to fucking sit here and argue for Donald Trump?
Billy Bong Thornton.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Hey, Oracle.
Was it worth it, Oracle? Was it really worth it to push back on me, you fucking cunt? Was it worth it? Did you get what you wanted? Good. Fuck off! Hey, Oracle, your parents are proof 2 wrongs don't make a right. Boom. Yeah, way to go, Oracle. Way to shoot yourself in your fucking foot. Way to go. Now you go back and you tell me that I said Donald Trump, and I used the word personally, filed for bankruptcy, and show it to me. Show me that I said Donald Trump personally filed for bankruptcy. It was his own finances, not his fucking shit little businesses that he did. Find those words. You're not, because I didn't say that. I mean, Google it. If you want to fucking try to goddamn discern an LLC from the person that owns that company, well, if it wasn't Donald Trump, then who the fuck was it? You idiots. Oh, well, it was an LLC. It was an LLC. Oh, yeah. Well, I fucked your fucking girlfriend with my dick. So you didn't. I fucked her. Right? You see how that worked? It was my dick, not yours. You see how that worked? Wow. Wow, now it makes sense to you, doesn't it? Oh, no, I didn't fuck her with an LLC dick. I fucked her with my dick. You get that now? Oh, that's right. You're blocked. You can't say shit. Oh, yeah, it sucks to be you. Cheers, guys. Fucking pull that goddamn LLC bullshit on me, motherfucker. You know, if I said something incorrect, let me know. You know, did I say something wrong? Let me know. Because if I didn't say something wrong and you try to act like I did, I'm going to fuck your shit up. The show's getting more and more interesting today, isn't it?
Billy Bong Thornton. Hey, I was just thinking about your F Your song. I wish I could download it.
Well, the song is available at Nays Garden at the bottom of the page. Without the fuck yous in it. But you can go watch any one of my old videos, it's got that in it. Anytime you want. Just save the video and then just play it from the beginning. I've done that hundreds of times, so you could find them. So Russia might invade Belarus from Belarus.
Billy Bong Thornton. Well, shit the bed.
2 days ago. Well, shit the bed. God, what an ugly fucking bitch. This is who you have a little sex cult around? Really? Oh my God, that is... Really? Really? That's who you put a fucking sex cult around? God, Sam Bankman-Fried, you deserve to go to prison just for that. You were a billionaire, and that's the best you could do? Wow. Wow. A fucking billionaire, and that's the best he could do.
Billy Bong Thornton. She looks like a mouse.
She looks like an owl. I can't believe you see a mouse in that. She looks just like an owl. How do you not see that? An ugly-ass owl.
Billy Bong Thornton. Hoot.
God damn, motherfuckers come in here trying to defend Donald Trump's bankruptcies? Really? Wow, was it worth it? Was it worth getting involved? Was Donald Trump worth it? Defending Donald Trump? Was that worth it? Wow. I mean, I literally just blocked a guy for it. I mean, wow. Literally just made a big deal about it, blocked a dude, proved him he was fucking wrong, showed it to him, explained it to him, showed him the goddamn Google. And then fucking dumbass comes in here with the same goddamn storyline. Weird, right?
Horton hears a hoot and howl. Yeah, you sons of biscuits, was it worth it? Don't hear you saying nothing now.
Because they're blocked. They're not coming in because they're blocked. I fucking blocked them. You know? Whether they want to say something or not, I fucking blocked them because I don't care what the fuck they have to say at this point. You know, you're going to argue something over me that is factually provable and try to fucking dick around with the words and dick around with the goddamn, you know, try to, what do they call that? Play semantics with me? Is that what you're going to do? You're going to play fucking semantics with me?
Tactical_soap_friend. Defending any politician is stupid. These people don't give a shit about anyone but themselves.
Tactical soap friend. I don't know who you are, but you're coming in from D-Live. Number one, that's weird. Number two, welcome to my show, person who's making a lot of sense over there. I appreciate that. That's what I always say. Fuck all politicians. You know, I will sit here and I will expose them all for all of their bullshit, but I can't believe that my audience members will come in here and try to defend them.
Hoot and howl.
Did I misspeak?
All they have is something to say, they won't listen. 3/4 of my family is Republican, and half them are Trump lovers that aren't open to an outside perspective.
I mean, you can love Trump all you want, come in here and hang out with me, that's fine. You can be a Trump lover, sure. My problem is going to be when you sit there and try to deny that the motherfucker went through bankruptcy with 7 of his fucking businesses. And I can just Google that shit and show it to you. And if you don't like the fucking way I worded it, you can suck my dick. You know, because that shit happened 7 fucking times. You can suck my dick 7 times too, bitch. You know, every time Donald Trump, one of his companies, all right, one of his companies claimed bankruptcy, you can suck my dick. That's a fail, another fail, another fail, another fail, another fail, another fail, another failure from Donald Trump. I don't care if you call it an LLC or not.
I've yet to meet a Trump lover.
I mean, why was that even worth arguing about?
Trump. They'll find a way to defend him.
Dude, these are my audience members, and it shocks me that they're still Trump toters. It shocks me. It shocks me that fucking Canadian Oracle came in here defending Donald Trump. I'm like, wow, really? And he could see I was already worked up about it before he even started talking to me. You know, he knew I was worked up about
and for the SBF sex cult thing. Adderall is a hell of a drug.
Bro, that girl is so disgusting though, man. I mean, ugh, God, I can't even look at that girl. Her eyes are close set, you know, just looks like beady owl fucking, oh my God.
Stephen Running.
Just an unattractive person.
Trump is grifter snake.
Yes, Steve, that's true. Trump is a grifter snake. So is Joe Biden. So are all of them.
Tactical_soap_friend. Have you seen Sam?
Dude, Sam
He's
would
no
be
prize
okay if he would just get a haircut. You know, it is all about the hair for that guy. I mean, he would look good if he'd just get a fucking haircut. He'd look good with a short haircut. You know, he would. It's fucking crazy that he decides to present himself like that. It's psychotic. I'm like, does he not own a mirror? People have to look at you, bro. People have to look at you looking like that. God, it's hard to look at that guy. It's hard to look at him or his girlfriend. But, you know, we're all seeing things from different angles and perspectives, I guess. You know? It's I don't know what the fuck
Billy Ballantyne.
the rest of humanity is thinking anymore.
What's a grifter snake? A snake that sells bad chocolate. Tactical_soap_friend. Look at Sam and tell me you'd invest in that.
Never! Never!
Horton hears
If
a
I
hoot
knew
and
that that's
howl.
what the owner of FTX looked like,
Sam's
I would
hair is like
I
one
wouldn't
of
give them a
those dust
second.
cleaners your mom's
No,
maids
and I never
use.
did, luckily. I was never involved with that company directly. I did have money on BlockFi, though. I did have a lot of money on BlockFi. And I got lucky. Took my money out the day before they closed transactions on BlockFi. An entire Bitcoin. And I got that fucker out, and it said 4 days, and 4 days later, that Bitcoin arrived in my wallet. I wonder why so many people have their dicks in a wad over me today. Huh. Fucking dickwads. What the fuck happened? Must have been something I said or did, right? I have no idea what it was. Your mom's made use. That's funny. Fucking Sam Bankman-Fried. It's so funny his name is Freed and he's not going to be free at all. He's not going to be freed. Crazy, man. Elon Musk fucking shooting around in a private jet. Upset that people know where he is. Blocking journalists on Twitter. It doesn't stop, man. It's going to be every day. It's going to be something else. What else is going on besides I'm fucking sick and feeling a lot better? It's beautiful outside, man. It's too bad it's so goddamn cold. It's going to be colder, too. It's going to get cold. There's a huge low pressure cold front moving into the entire southeastern United States. And they're saying that there's going to be a couple places where it's going to be colder than it's ever been. They're going to break records, cold records and shit. So be prepared for that wherever you are. 2 hours and 40 minutes, bro. And I'm sick.
Nick Brown. Gonna be 11 degrees here next week.
That's cold.
Billy Bong Thornton. It got quiet.
I got quiet. Because there's no more news. I went through... Dude, we've been live for 2 hours and 40 minutes. There's no more news. I went through everything. Unless you guys got something. I guess I could pull up my Twitter feed and see what I've been tweeting about. That's always interesting.
Billy Bong Thornton. 8 degrees here to Nick Brown.
It says Elon Musk takes a stand on immigration. What was I tweeting about this morning? Talked about that. We talked about that.
Billy Bong Thornton. Everyone is roasting Kevin O'Leary on his Twitter page. The comments are funny.
Cardiac arrest deaths increased by 14% in the first year of the pandemic before the vaccine existed. So all these cardiac deaths that you guys see these stupid videos about, yeah, a lot of those were probably before the vaccines were even out. Crazy, right?
Yeah, I read that actually. That was interesting. I did not know that.
Trans women, we talked about that. Nina Turner is a fucking dumb cunt. We talked about that. Billy Ballantyne's putting out vegetables of horse shit. These are going to be worth a fortune. Jeff Bezos holding a football on the 45-yard line. It's a deflated football. How is that? Billy? Is Billy Ballantyne here? Dude, that is clearly a deflated football. He did such a good job on these.
Billy Ballantyne.
Bro, was the football deflated in the original picture? It's a deflated football. Is that the Trump picture looks like that? Ugh, freaking nose, man. Billy, did you put that deflated football in there, or was that already there? And why is Trump holding a deflated football? I got questions, bro. I got questions about that. You did such a great job. So funny, the light shining down on him.
Billy Ballantyne.
No!
Looks inflated to me.
No, bro!
It's in the original.
No, the 45 is caved in. I mean, you can clearly see it's caved in. Bro, look. Check this out. Watch this. No. It's a deflated football. You could see the 5. You could see the football is curved inwards. You know, this is all indented right here. This whole area is pushed in. Right? You see that this is like curved right here, right? This is all curved inward. All of this, all the way up to here.
Billy Ballantyne. It's not even a real football.
Well, bro.
It's covered in CG shadow brush.
Brother, do you understand? Whoever did the art on these, I think they intentionally did sideways shit to Trump, bro. That's the second thing I've seen. The other one was a fucking camel toe they gave him. They gave him a fucking camel toe on the other one. I'm like, that's weird. Why would they put a line there? This one, they deflated his fucking football. Now I'm going to start going through these and see what else is there to see. This is kind of funny. I think it's a conspiracy. A one-man conspiracy. The artist did this, and I think he did it intentionally. Such a mess, man. People coming in here picking on me while I'm fucking sick, taking advantage of my fucking weakened condition.
Billy Ballantyne. The 45 is a PNG transp over another PNG of a football that's blended on Photoshop. I would if I were the artist. Hell, I'd hide a dick in there.
I mean, if I was the artist, I would too, bro. I'd put all kinds of subversive shit in there. But by just doing one thing on every image, it's hilarious. So far that's 2 things. I'm going to look at some of the other pictures and just see what I see. It's pretty obvious that Donald Trump's hand's not that big on a football, you know? So, it's not even Donald Trump's hand. And, you know, the hand looks really big, and the football doesn't seem like a regulation-sized football because the hand is so big over the top of it. It's funny. Are you ready for some football? Oh. What else, guys? Bottom of the hour. What? When was that? Quarter of the hour now. Wow, I'm 15 minutes late. Sorry about that, Blue Jays. Maybe I should turn that chat on over there.
Pro-trans and anti-intermingling trans sports at the same time. I am Billy Ballantyne. Maze Garden, published December 17th, 2022. I wish I could put a cock in there. A thumb-sized one in his zipper. Rumble rants. Baba Blue draws. Cheers, dashing away. Baba Blue draws. Toff dashing away. Baba Blue draws. 710 and Salute dashing away. Baba Blue draws. Both dashing away.
I can only smoke so much today. Cheers. Cheers, Jiminy. Oh, yes, you're here, yes. Okay. I think I'm sitting here smoking all this time because it's making me feel better every time I do it.
Billy Ballantyne. I'm bored, so I'm pitching a tent in my yard and gonna sleep out there for 4 days. I'd go to the woods, but my family can't even wipe their ass. Billy Bong Thornton. Binance US is trending on Twitter, with draws being held.
You got a power cable running out to your tent, bro? From the house? Hope you got like a 100-footer. Anyway, my banana trees are doing really well. I've put fencing around them to keep the bears off. And so far, so good. Man, they're really coming in. But now it's going to get cold, and the avocado's coming in too. Both of the avocados is really kick-ass. I'm really excited about this little forest, little banana tree forest that I put in the backyard. It's going to be nice.
More bears come along and destroy it.
What's that?
There's no more bears come along.
Well, let's put the cages on them in it.
Yeah. I think it look cool, man. All those banana trees all lined up like that. Oh yeah.
Billy Ballantyne. Nope. No power. Just a 0-degree bag.
Just a 0. So what about charging your smartphone, bro? How are you going to watch the show? I want to keep you company in the tent. A 0-degree bag. Don't tell me you're going to be off the show for 4 days.
Billy Ballantyne. Just sleeping out there, that's all.
I got you. What is that sound, Jim? Is that your phone ringing? It's like a buzz, like the phone's like going bzzz.
Well, I'll tell you about it later. I got an outfit cake for the neighbor. I gotta pause this.
He had to go. Something was going on. Oh, god damn. Glenn Greenwald covers Elon's banning spree. Huh. That might be worth watching. It's a Glenn Greenwald show. Talking about Elon's fucking meltdown, bro. Goddamn free speech meltdown. The show continues. Glenn Greenwald's on Rumble.
Good evening. It's Friday, December 16th, 2022. Welcome to a new episode of System Update, our new live nightly show that airs every Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, exclusively here on Rumble, the free speech alternative to YouTube. Tonight, we have a new horde of free speech champions, the very same people in corporate media and the Democratic Party in the US and EU governments who spent years building the censorship regime used by big tech and who have been endlessly demanding its expansion are today waving the banner of free speech because for the first time, the targets of censorship are not their political enemies, but themselves, their friends, and their political allies. We'll examine all the implications of the spate of bannings from Twitter aimed at various journalists, and then we'll speak to independent journalist Michael Tracy to explore several related issues. As always, soon as we're done here on our 1 hour show, we will move to locals for our interactive after show to take your questions and comment on your feedback. For now, welcome to a new episode of System Update, starting now. So gather around, everyone. I want to share a story with you, a nice story for the holiday season. It's about a woman named...
Sounds like me there for a second. I want to share a story with you, a nice story.
Jane Harmon.
Except mine wouldn't be
From
sincere.
the 16 years she spent as a Democratic member of Congress representing California's 36th congressional district. First elected in 1993, she served continuously in 2011, except for a 2-year hiatus when she unsuccessfully sought her party's nomination to be governor, losing to Gray Davis. In 2011, she finally resigned her seat.
Orange Bud, it's the smoothest stuff I have.
Nancy Pelosi refused to appoint her as chair of the House Intelligence Committee. Harmon and her political trajectory bear remarkable resemblance to her fellow California Democrat Dianne Feinstein, who also unsuccessfully ran for governor of that state. They're almost identical. Like Feinstein, Harmon was one of the wealthiest people in Congress by virtue of having married a mogul. She was basically an establishment liberal on economic and cultural debates, but like Feinstein, she was one of the most steadfast, loyal, and aggressive defenders of the U.S. security state, defending every secret program and secret power of the FBI, the CIA, the NSA, and Homeland Security. Despite being a Democrat, Harmon, like Feinstein, was one of the most important allies of the Bush-Cheney administration in its so-called war on terror, including all sorts of programs that clearly ran roughshod over the civil liberties and privacy rights of American citizens. Using her position as the ranking member on the House Intelligence Committee, and thus one of the so-called Gang of Eight, which receives the most sensitive classified briefings, Jane Harmon was one of the most reliable and steadfast defenders of everything the CIA, FBI, and NSA did. In late 2005, just weeks after I began writing about politics, which I did in order to shine a light on what I regarded as the civil liberties assaults being carried out in the name of the war on terror, the New York Times published a blockbuster story. The gist of it was that President Bush, in the months after the 9/11 attack, had authorized the National Security Agency to spy on the international telephone calls of anyone, including American citizens, without the warrants required by law, namely those required by a 1978 law called the FISA Law that governs how the U.S. government is and is not permitted to spy on our communications. The first paragraph of that Times story read, quote, "Months after the September 11th attack, President Bush secretly authorized the NSA to eavesdrop on Americans and others inside the United States to search for evidence of terrorist activity without the court-approved warrants ordinarily required for domestic spying. Once this illegal domestic spying program was revealed, it became almost my singular focus for the next 18 months. My first book in 2006 was about that scandal. And I cheered when the Times won the Pulitzer for that story because I regarded the spying program as revealed by this article as a direct attack on our Constitution. Now, back to Jane Harmon. Before the scandal could really percolate and gain steam, she immediately emerged as the most vehement defender of this warrantless NSA spying program revealed by the Times. Along with Nancy Pelosi, she was one of the Gang of Eight who had been briefed on the program back when it was implemented in 2002 and approved of it, never raising once any objections. And when the story was revealed, she defended this warrantless program as, quote, legal and necessary. And rather than calling for the criminal investigations into those who were doing the illegal spying on Americans, as many civil libertarians were doing, Jane Harman was demanding that the New York Times be forced to reveal its source or sources who told them about this program, and suggested that both the source and even the Times should be prosecuted and imprisoned if they refused to do so. This is one of my earliest journalistic experiences in seeing how the establishment wings of both parties have far more in common than they do differences, especially when it comes to protecting the permanent financial and national security power factions in Washington. And the more I learned about Jane Harman, the more I began to see how vital she was, genuinely indispensable to the neocons in the Bush-Cheney administration, because few people were willing to go to bat more aggressively in defense of their ideology than this California Democrat. And that's what made it so darkly ironic and sweet when Harman herself became targeted by the very surveillance system she helped build and then defended.
Right.
In 2006, Harman was caught on an NSA wiretap talking to an Israeli spy.
Wow.
That spy was trying to convince Harman to intervene in a Justice Department criminal investigation aimed at two officials of the American-Israeli Political Action Committee, AIPAC.
Cheers, guys.
Those
I'm ready to
AIPAC
smoke.
officials had been accused,
Top
in the
of the
words of
hour
The
early.
Guardian, of providing defense secrets
Cheers,
to the
Jimmy.
chief political officer at the Israeli embassy in Washington about U.S. policy toward Iran and al-Qaeda. In other words, they were spying on the United States for Israel. The espionage prosecution of those AIPAC officials was started by the Bush DOJ, but ultimately dropped by the Obama Justice Department. Now, obviously, it would have been illegal for Jane Harman to promise to intervene in a DOJ criminal investigation and pressure them to drop those charges.
Cheers.
Especially if her promise to do so involved receiving favors in return. But that's exactly what happened. On these NSA wiretaps, the transcripts of which had been given to the New York Times, the Israeli spy promised her that if she helped these AIPAC officials with their serious criminal problems, then he would help her achieve her sole political ambition, to convince Nancy Pelosi to crown her as chair of the House Intelligence Committee once Democrats, as expected,
Orange Bud, good
won
choice.
control of the House in the 2006 midterm elections.
Wow.
The story of Harman's being spied on by the NSA was first broken by the national security reporter Jeff Stein of the Congressional Quarterly.
Tasty.
In doing so, he wrote, quote, Congresswoman Jane Harman, the California Democrat with a long-time involvement in intelligence issues, was overheard on an NSA wiretap telling a suspected Israeli agent that she would lobby the Justice Department to reduce espionage-related charges against two officials of AIPAC, the most powerful pro-Israeli organization in Washington. Harman was recorded saying she would, quote, waddle into the AIPAC case, quote, if you think it'll make a difference, according to two former senior national security officials familiar with the NSA transcript. In exchange for Harman's help, the sources said, the suspected Israeli agent pledged to help lobby Nancy Pelosi, then House Minority Leader, to appoint Harman as chair of the Intelligence Committee after the 2006 elections, which the Democrats were heavily favored to win. Seemingly wary of what she had just agreed to, Harman hung up after saying, this conversation doesn't exist. Now, the Bush DOJ knew about this quid pro quo Harman had promised, but for some odd reason, while they were...
She's playing that fucking Mission Impossible shit. This conversation does not exist. It shall self-destruct in 10 seconds.
prosecuting these two AIPAC officials, they
Fucking,
never
these people
even
are so
opened
full
a
of
criminal
themselves.
investigation into Harman. In his reporting, Jeff Stein explained the reason. The Bush DOJ, then run by Attorney General Alberto Gonzales, regarded Jane Harman as far too valuable an ally due to her key role in standing up as a Democrat and defending the Bush-Cheney security state spying programs to risk having her fall due to this investigation. He wrote, quote, contrary to reports that the Harman investigation was dropped for lack of evidence, it was Alberto Gonzales, President Bush's top counsel and then Attorney General, who intervened to stop the Harman probe. Why? Because according to three officials, Gonzales wanted Harman to be able to help defend the administration's warrantless wiretapping program, which was about to break in the New York Times and engulf the White House. According to two officials privy to the events, Gonzales said he, quote, needed Jane to help support the administration's program, which was about to be exposed by the New York Times. Harmon, he told former CIA Director Porter Goss, had helped persuade the newspaper to hold the wiretap story before on the eve of the 2004 elections. And although it was too late to stop the Times from publishing now, she could be counted on again to help defend the program. Now, remember that New York Times story that I mentioned that was published in late 2005, the one that became so important to my own work on the NSA and illegal spying? The Times could not stop congratulating itself for this very brave reporting, something that I myself thought at the time they deserved. But in 2006, it was revealed that the two reporters who broke the story, Jim Risen and Eric Lichtblau, actually had the story in mid-2004, as Bush and Cheney were planning to run for re-election. But the New York Times owner, publisher, and editor-in-chief all banned the two reporters from telling the country about this domestic spying program before the 2004 election because the Bush White House and Jane Harmon played a crucial role in convincing the paper that revealing the program would somehow harm national security. Now, that argument never made sense. How would it help terrorists to learn that the NSA was spying on Americans without warrants instead of with the warrants required by law? But that was the argument Jane Harmon made that led the New York Times to suppress the story. And as it turned out, the only reason the Times ended up even publishing the story in late 2005 when they did was because Risen was about to publish his own book in early 2006, where he intended to report that story since the Times wouldn't let him do it in their paper. And they were desperate not to be scooped by their own reporter in a book, so they finally relented, let him publish it in the paper, and then patted themselves on the back for their courage even though their hand was forced. As a side note, when Edward Snowden chose me and Laura Poitras to report the archive he had on NSA spying, he told us in one of the earliest conversations that he chose us because he did not trust corporate media outlets like the New York Times with this story because, citing that episode, he feared that they would hide and sit on the story due to their subservience to the U.S. security state rather than aggressively and adversarially report it, and he would have ended up unraveling his life for nothing. But that episode shows what an important advocate Jane Harmon was for the U.S. security state's domestic spying machine
I get
in general, and the Bush-Cheney NSA warrantless spying program in particular. When it came to ordinary Americans, there was no such thing as too much surveillance for Jane Harmon.
We understand.
But boy, did everything change instantly.
Who the fuck do you think you are, Rachel Maddow?
When it was Jane Harmon rather than the peasants and the serfs who were spied on. She was furious.
Okay, let's go ahead.
To the patron saint of constitutional values, so deeply concerned, not for herself, oh no, perish the thought, but for all those powerless people out there whose privacy might be invaded by the system that she spent years building.
Right.
Have been complaining for years that still more and more and more censorship is needed. Until yesterday, when everything changed. And that's because Twitter, under the new ownership of Elon Musk, did what Twitter has been doing for years. It banned a bunch of accounts without much transparency about why.
This is what we're looking for.
Including various journalists. That's happened many, many times over the last several years. All while the Democrats and their allies in the media applauded and demanded more. But for some reason, everything is different this time. CNN is threatening all sorts of reprisals against Twitter because of this. Democrats are demanding congressional hearings. The EU is warning of sanctions against Elon Musk. In other words, just like Jane Harmon, these people are the ones who built this censorship regime and demanded that it become more and more powerful. And now, overnight, are pretending to be free speech champions because for once, the targets of the censorship are their friends and allies rather than their political enemies and people they regard as pygmies who don't have the right to speak. In fact, even as Democrats and their media allies raise all sorts of flags trying to indicate that they're now free speech advocates, they continue to demand, on the other hand, an expansion of the censorship regime. Here, for example, just today, we have Congressman Adam Schiff, who, like Jane Harmon wanted to be, is the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, proudly announcing that he, along with a Democratic senator, White House, are demanding or urging that Facebook continue to maintain its ban of Donald Trump. In other words, they're insisting that Facebook not follow the example of Twitter and allowing their main political adversary, Donald Trump, to be back on the internet. So it's not even like they're pretending that they're against the censorship regime now. They're continuing to demand its expansion. They're just angry about the fact that this one time, the people they like and with whom they agree are the targets. Now, let's remember something that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez did, because she was one of the people who told Elon Musk that he should turn off his phone, stop playing with proto-fascism, and stop banning journalists. But it was in December or January of 2021 when a free speech app called Parler listened to the arguments of liberal censorship advocates who always said, if you don't like how Twitter is censoring, they're a private company, they have the right to censor whoever they want, go start your own platform. Parler did that. They gave much more free speech rights.
My bad.
In December or January of 2021, when a free speech app called Parler listened to the arguments of liberal censorship advocates who always said, if you don't like how Twitter is censoring, they're a private company, they have the right to censor whoever they want.
They're not a private company. This is the problem right here. They're private now that Elon Musk has bought them and taken them private. Dude, Twitter was public. And I don't understand this narrative. It's fucking Glenn Greenwald, and then he says it, and then Jimmy Dore picks it up, and Jackson Hinkle picks it up. You know, and they're all Max
Dave
Blumenthal.
Fishing.
They're all repeating this.
Koviv and Rips.
Cheers, David. They're all repeating this. We looked it up. And it was on this fucking, you know, that you buy stocks. It was a fucking publicly traded company, man. So I don't understand why he's calling it a private company when it was public. It's very confusing.
Go start your own platform. Parler did that. They gave much more free speech rights to their users, and as a result, they became the most popular app and most downloaded app on Apple and Google stores in the country, following Twitter and Facebook's banning of Donald Trump.
I didn't know that.
Parler was wildly popular. And Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was enraged that it was even allowed to exist. And so knowing she was a member of the party that possesses majoritarian power in Congress, at the time the Democrats were about to take over the White House and executive branch and had control of both the Senate and the House, she went on Twitter to her 13 million followers and demanded that Apple and Google, two of the Silicon Valley monopoly companies, according to the Democratic Party, she demanded that they use their monopoly power to kick Parler off of the internet and ban them from existing by kicking them out of their stores. Once Apple immediately complied and announced they would no longer allow Parler, the #1 most downloaded app, to be in their store any longer, AOC returned to Twitter. That day, she gave a head pat to Apple. Good to see this development from Apple. And then demanded again that Google follows suit. And then once Google followed suit, there was no more Parler because nobody could download Parler in the future. That meant they had no more users, and even current users could no longer receive updates that allowed it to function. Within 24 hours, other Democrats demanded that Amazon, the dominant hosting service, terminate their account with Parler, which it did, and that had the effect of removing Parler not just from the Play stores in your phones, but also from the internet. It crippled Parler for months, and they never recovered. These are the people who are now pretending to be free speech advocates, to be offended by the idea that Elon Musk censored or temporarily banned a handful of liberal journalists that the Democratic Party likes. Now, as we've repeatedly showed you,
Makes a good point, man.
It is a very common view in American liberalism that censorship should be happening and should be happening more, not only by corporate power and big tech, but in unison with the government. As we've shown you before, this Pew Research poll is amazing because it shows that 3 out of every 4 self-identified Democrats want the tech companies to take steps to restrict what they regard as false information, even if it limits freedom of information online. And 2/3 of Democrats, 65%, want the state to take steps to censor the internet in the name of stopping false information, even if it limits freedom of information. So this is a party, the Democratic Party, and a political faction, American Liberal.
Thanks for asking, Bad Bad Blue Jaws. She's doing better. She's in the kitchen working right now. I'm just trying to stay away from her because I'm sick, you know. But I'm gonna go, guys. Listen, I'm really thankful that Glenn Greenwald does this. He got 1.73 thousand. I guess that's 1,730 rumbles on it. Not a lot of views. I get the rumbles aren't the views though. How many views? Oh, he does have a lot of views. Dude, he's almost got 100,000 views on that video. So I'm really thankful that he's reporting about this. It's too bad he takes so much time. He just totally went full on Rachel Maddow on us, bro. You know, telling a long story, you know, to get to the point. But once he got to the point, bro, he fucking nails it. Yeah, man, Glenn Greenwald nails it here. Please watch and feel free to fast forward 25 minutes when he starts addressing the subject. Because the first 25 minutes, he's just talking about the reputations of these people. You know? But 25 minutes in, bro. 25, 31, 25, so that's 6 minutes. For 6 minutes, he's just breathing straight fire.
Hoot and howl. All day.
Hey, Hoot and howl.
Hoot and howl. Heart rate goes up W coffee, then you take a dab and you're leveled again.
You know that dabbing
Nick Brown.
does slow your heart rate down.
Hash keep it open.
You would think it does, but it doesn't. We tested that.
Nick Brown. Hash trendination.
Oh, wait, no.
Hoot and howl.
You know what?
I'm here all morning, in and out of shop, and
really
house
paying
W
attention to the
boys,
heart
but you're on
rate.
phone playing.
I don't remember. We were looking at blood pressure, and the heart rate was on there, but I wasn't paying attention to it at the time. So I really don't know if the heart rate increases from a dab. You would think it would, but your blood pressure doesn't really lower. You would think your blood pressure would lower, and it lowers just, you know, barely detectable for just a minute, and then it goes right back up. It's like, it's barely even recognizable. Yeah, I remember because, you know.
Hoot and howl. I feel like for me it does. Maybe just the large smoke I take. I take dabs before I climb trees to calm nerves.
Bro, yeah, if you're taking a huge dab, yeah, it probably does for you. Because I don't do big dabs. Hey, man. Leslie Abravanel, who is at Leslie Abravanel on Twitter, is a disco-loving, fascism-fighting scribe, game show champ, Yenta wife, twin mama, hot sauce collector, Bloody Mary maven, and says at New York Post, savvy gadfly, tweets equal mine. She's got 67,900 followers on Twitter, and she just followed me back. How cool am I right now? Pretty.
Hoot and howl. I've been dabbing since I started watching you 12 years ago. Clients can't smell it, so it's my go-to.
Nice. There's no way Nick Adams isn't a parody account. Cambridge? Oh. Let me Can't you just zoom in on that shit and see something in the background? I could do that probably with this, right? Let's see what we can spot there. All this writing right here. What's all this writing? In there. There's something right there too.
Billy Valentine. Hot sauce collector. By the time you collect your 20th bottle, the first one's spoiled.
Let me make this.
I collect milk.
Project this out.
Hoot and howl. That guy smells like a skunk, and he's about to work on my property. It's nice to dab driving into the drive-wag.
Dude, there's like a logo right there. It's, you can almost see it. But the letters blur just a little too much to read what that says. If we could read that, man, we could figure out where that is. Huh. There's an X. I see a letter X. Brand X. No, I don't know what that is. I mean, if I look at it from back here, no idea. But it's up north. It's got to be up north somewhere because that tree has turned colors. Right? That was a good zoom-in shot, huh? Buff out. Well, we could just find out where Insomnia Cookies is. That would probably be pretty easy, right? Here. Locations. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. New York City. How many are there? They're all over the place.
Dave Sea Fishing. There's a zillion.
Yeah, there's a
Dave
zillion.
Sea Fishing. We got one down the road.
Rochester.
Dave Sea Fishing. Massive franchise, LOL.
That's funny.
Billy Valentine.
That's not going to help us.
That's here in Knoxville.
What, that picture is Knoxville? Or you're just saying Insomnia Cookies? Let's see what this is. Wait. Where's the actual picture? Here, let me zoom in on this.
Billy Valentine. Yes.
What do you mean, yes? The picture is Knoxville, Tennessee? Are you kidding me? What's that say right there?
Billy Valentine. There's Insomnia Cookies in Knox.
That's just a big H. With leaves on it. Maple leaves on an H. So I don't know what that is either. I'm assuming that's an H. Yeah, H.
Billy Valentine. That's a hops bar and grill.
Really? That's funny. Maybe that is Knoxville. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm amazed at the way you love me all the time.
Dave Sea Fishing.
Maybe I'm
Insomnia
amazed
Cookies
at the way
delivers
I
milk
love you.
and cookies kinda goofy.
Maybe I'm amazed. Keep me on. Pull me on. Maybe I'm a man. Maybe I'm the only man that ever loved something that it just don't
Billy
understand.
Valentine. Now that's not K-Town. W.E. Just have both those joints.
That'd be funny though if we Googled both of those places next door to each other. Maybe that would come up. Insomnia Cookies next door to Hops Bar and Grill. I think I spelled hops wrong. New York. No, it comes up next door. Okay, I see. Hops. The Hops. If I say like the Hops Sports Grill. Sports Grill. Next door to be so funny if it came up. Tucson, Arizona. I don't know, man. Could be anywhere. There's a sign on the wall. Join our squad, it says. I wonder if... Oh, join the Insomnia Cookie Squad. That's what that is. You would think, though, that blue domed building in the background, you would think one of you guys would recognize that. I've never seen that before. Here, let me show you guys that. It almost looks like a watchtower or something. I don't know what the hell that thing's trying to be. Here, look at this. Look at the top of it, too. Here, look at that. You guys recognize that building? With the blue roof? That's a weird thing, isn't it? Nobody recognizes that in the chat. Nobody recognizes that blue dome building. It's brick. It's a round brick building with a blue roof. It's weird. With a fucking thing on top. Like a light. Almost like a searchlight on top. Right? I don't know, man. I was going to try to go 4 hours, but I don't have it in me. Yeah, it's not Knoxville. It's looks like it's on the East Coast. It's up north. It's cold and dreary. Looks cold, man.
That's nothing.
Oh, there's another sign right there, but I can't read this one either. I didn't notice that one before. What's that say? It's blurry. Fucking low-res bullshit photo. Come on now. It looks more clear here. I wonder if I blow it up with save image. I got an idea. I'm gonna save it. And then I'm gonna open it up with one of my yeah. I'm gonna open it up with OrphanView. And then I should really be able to zoom in on it.
Billy Ballantyne. Fluorescent lights are stupid. Who the fuck invented a light for humans that fucking humans can't touch? Stupid fucking hairless apes.
Wow, dude, this is Harvard. It's fucking Harvard. Where's Harvard at? What city is Harvard in? Connecticut? Dude, I can read Dude, I can read so much more. Join our squad.
Dave Sea Fishing. Boston.
Isn't it Boston?
Dave C. Fishing. Looks like Boston just from the brick.
Really?
Billy Ballantyne.
Dude, we can zoom in.
Oh, Massachusetts. That's Boston.
That's Boston. All right.
Dave C. Fishing. Beantown.
Okay, you guys are sure. Listen, y'all. That Irfan view, bro. I saw it. I could see everything. Oh my God. I zoomed in on that thing. I can read almost every word on the whole goddamn. It says Harvard University, I think, on that big sign. And then this says Ex Senexo or something here. This looks like these signs all say Harvard on them. I wonder if there's anything else, that was just overlooked. That's oh, that's it. That's as far over as it goes. Okay. That's all the way up and all the way down.
Baba Fazar.
Baba Fazar.
That is Insomnia Cookies. Harvard Square in my city. I live in Boston, brother. Just tuned in nay.
Harvard Square? Oh, she already got 52 replies. Holy shit. Yeah, they know. They all know it. I didn't realize. I didn't think there were any replies. Everyone's saying Boston, Boston, Boston. That's so funny. Someone says, I don't know, but that building has a face. That's funny. Everyone was doing what we were doing. They were investigating it. That was fun. We went on a little investigative reporting, trying to figure out where that was from a photograph. We figured it out, man. That was good. You guys are awesome. That was fun, man. We should do more shit like that. Wow. Okay. I have the play out. I gotta turn the play out off. There we go. It's a really cool feature. I can play this out. I could play the video on any one of my monitors. It's really cool. Of the output of this, so I can see it really big. Alright, guys. I got to go. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys had fun. I'll see you later. I don't know when, because this was a long show and I'm sick. So, you guys take care, and I'll see you when I can see you, okay? In the meantime, come check me out over there on Twitter. I'm at Nays Garden on Twitter, man. That's where you find me. On Twitter, at Nays Garden. Fucking with Elon and shit.
Nick Brown.
Come have some fun with me.
Have a wonderful day, bro.
I'm gonna go lay down. Bye, guys.